Hell. I need it. I'm telling y'all, lock it in.
I need a sports podcast. I need it now.
Oh, what is good, everybody? I Need a Sports Podcast back in action. Bryce, my dog Chris, aka SGA, is goated.
Yes.
Cam, you already know what it is. Your boy is back in action, man, and it's my first time doing the podcast this season. Coming off of a Chiefs loss.
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yep, man. It was a tough one for my boys. Bills put belt to ass on my Chiefs. Josh Allen is the best quarterback alive, the best quarterback we've ever seen. The Bills are headed to the Super Bowl, man. You already know what it is. Yeah, we'll see. LJ's ladder should be interesting today, man. But yeah, back with NFL Week 11 recap, as well as we're gonna be watching NBA Cup action tonight. Where unfortunately got some news late. Wemby's not playing tonight versus Thunder. That's what we was kind of looking forward to. Wemby versus SGA matchup. But instead, we'll just get to watch the Thunder probably whoop up on the Spurs while SGA stat pads as usual. That's how OKC play.
Tell them about your bet, bro.
So this past weekend, I went up to Oklahoma, y'all, to go to the game with Chris, and end of the first half. SGA has 9. His live bet is 26.5, bro. And they're blowing out the Suns the entire time. Third quarter comes. This man has he had 13. Finished so going into the fourth, he has 22. And I'm like, okay, damn, he can't get 5 points. But like I said, the Thunder were up 20 points at the very least, basically the whole game. So me and Chris and I'm like, bro, can y'all just bench him? Like, can y'all just put bench in and like just let them rock? Because it's obviously the Suns not coming back. No KD, no Bill. Kevin Durant. No Kevin Durant, no Bill. So Booker was in hell. Booker had 0 points in the first half. Booker was non-existent that game. They had him in hell. So I'm like, just put SG on the bench. Like, no point in getting him hurt in this pointless game after y'all are up. They still hooping, and here comes Shea into the game with 7 minutes. Okay. Literally, as soon as he get in the game, he shoot the ball. He misses. I'm like, okay. As long as OKC don't like let them get back into the game, we'll be good. They don't get back into the game. Cam, I kid you not, there's 4 minutes left. SGA is still in. At this point, he ended up getting an N1, so he's at 25. So it's literally one bucket. He's done. Next thing you know, they bring in some bench players, and they go to the bench when Phoenix at the free throw line. I'm like, yes, SGA coming out.
Bro, he was
Start
supposed to
walking
come out.
over there.
He was supposed to come out.
And then he come back. I'm like, what are you doing? They're up 20 with 4 minutes. Just go out the game, bro. He come back in the game. So then I'm like, okay, just one more stop. And then, like, he got to get out on the next dead ball because there's no way he should be in this game. The Phoenix started because finally, I don't know what the defensive game plan was, but they weren't hedging at all on SGA screens. Like, SGA would just get the switch, and he was just cooking that whole third quarter. I was like, can y'all, like, double hedge harder? Something. Ice him. Like, don't just let him cook whoever gets the switch. So then he come down the court. They start doubling him. He tried to split it and lose the ball. They call foul. And I'm like, oh, cool, because they brought up some more. So, like, now he for sure coming out. Okay, he's in the bonus. 2 free throws, 27. He gets the over and then gets taken out the game. Like, bro, there's no way they just stat padded. So this dude can keep his averages damn near 30 when he should have been out the game.
My king.
That's crazy.
My king. See, that's called awareness, bro. You know where you were at in the game.
No, that's
called
stat padding.
That's awareness, bro.
They evil down there in OKC. But yeah, it was a good game. OKC whooped up on them literally from start to finish. Shit. The funny thing, at one point, I was like, man, can y'all just put in the bench? And Chris was like, this is our bench. And they were
bro, it really was, though, bro. It really was our bench, bro. I was like, when he said that, I was like, damn, we kind of are a little OP, bro. That is crazy. we had 2 rookies, a dude that we just signed in Malavi Leones, and Cason Wallace and Kenrich Williams in. Bro, that is the bench. that's insane.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that should have, I guess, been a little sneak peek at what my betting weekend would be like, because it just wasn't a good week for me at all. But on the flip side, y'all got what y'all wanted last night. Cam, your Texans back in the W column. Chris, the road to pick number 1 in the draft continues.
So close.
So how you feel about that one, Cam? Were you satisfied? Still got questions, or how you feel after that? Because I know it's the Cowboys, obviously.
Yeah, it's like you like I can't really get excited because like 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 it's the Cowboys. Not trying to like talk down or whatever, but yeah, like I can't really get too excited about it. But what I can say, like from like the stuff I did see, a little growth, a little positive growth that I like to see. Well, I did love to see whatever. So Joe Mixon got him going. Went absolutely insane. Well, first of all, first play of the game.
Bro, I don't even want to talk. I was going to talk about it.
Oh, it was a hold on. No, it was a illegal man down the field on
yes.
A legal man down the field, bro. Tunsil went 1 yard farther than he was supposed to, but it's just like.
It's crazy because I was watching it and I was laughing so hard because I was just not because of the foul or the flag, but because like first play of the game, Nico 77 yards is what we doing.
Like, bro,
that play there just showed me like the Cowboys, like that team right there is probably one of the most least talented teams in the NFC, probably. Like,
oh yeah,
like I was like, bro, like,
yeah.
I was like,
no,
how do you come that unprepared first play of the game? A simple screen pass. Nico Collins taking to the crib.
But on both sides, though, because the first 15 plays are scripted. That means y'all ran them plays all week knowing this is what we starting the game with. So, Tunsil, why did you do that? You knew you were supposed to do that from the very start of the week when that play is installed.
Don't make sense. Like, just doesn't make sense. But, yeah, so that happens. But luckily for Tunsil, we still ended up scoring on that the first possession. Joe Mixon took it 45 yards to the crib. Then he came back around close to the end of the first quarter. He had a touchdown also. But definitely got him going. That was beautiful to see. Nico got him going also. He didn't really play. I mean, he played a lot, but we was being
that was the big thing. Like Vegas got one yesterday on people. Got one on me. Got one on you. Got one because he's back. He's healthy. He played 1/3 of the snaps.
Yeah. Got that whatever going. O-line was actually pretty. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty good. Gave up. Nah, for sure.
Bro, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Unbiased
that'd be crazy if there
by
was
the way.
Leadership.
I got the ladder right now.
Unbiased committee, by the way. We better see it. But we'll get to that.
1 week won't hurt. What?
I mean, it's a shorter NFL pod, so we can do the live watch. Y'all want the ladder like right now? Is that what y'all saying? I can show it right now.
While Eric is here and he's hyped, let's go ahead and give him what he wants. Let's give him what he wants.
Okay, man. Look.
Oh.
So y'all know LJ's ladder. We had a meeting yesterday. Over some Wingstop. Discussed some things. Obviously, Chiefs, the lone undefeated team left, got whooped this weekend. Should there have been a move to the top for the line? Should the Bills have moved to the top? Where did we rank out? It was a long night. We didn't go to bed at all. But we came up with a pretty good ladder. So, we'll have to see. But if that's what y'all want, we oblige. We could get right into this ladder, man. So, hey, let's get to it. All right, man. This is what y'all wanted. That's what y'all can get. So, the eliminated tier, unfortunately, Chicago joins the list. Tough one. It was actually pretty hilarious. Some dude tweeted last week after the Broncos Chiefs game, if the Bears lose like this next week, I'll never get on Twitter again. And then the Bears lose on a blocked field goal to win the game. Chicago, do the right thing. Get Eberflus out of there. Get you a coach for Caleb Williams so you don't ruin his career like you ruined every other quarterback you've ever drafted or used. But yeah, Chicago, it's a dumpster fire franchise over there. It's just straight poverty. This is why I didn't have no faith that Caleb, would switch things. Now, first run. Oh, what's that on the right? That's the Colts trying to sneak on the ladder. Because did y'all peep? Anthony Richardson back. Yeah. He actually had a really good game.
Yeah, he did.
That's what happens when you let your rookie quarterback try to grow. So no, they're not in the window shutting category, but they could possibly inch their way back onto the ladder because they're technically not out of it. And they showed some promise this week. They got the line. So could they pull an upset? I don't know. But first rung, man, window shutting. What did I tell y'all? You lose 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. That's just a lot for a team, especially when you have basically all the same players that went through both those losses. Super Bowl hangover is real. The 49ers season is over with. They are now only can get even within the division, so they're going to be looking up for the rest of the way. They basically can't really lose again, or they're not making the NFC playoffs with the records that currently sit in the NFC standings. And as for the Bengals, Joe Burrow said, every year that I'm there, the Super Bowl window is open. That's not the case in this league, man. I know it's not his fault completely. Ownership definitely, hold him with their moves this offseason. Still haven't signed Chase. But Joe Burrow did have the ball 3 times to go take the lead. Don't settle for field goals. Go get a touchdown. He didn't do it. That's been the story much of the season. Their window is shutting for this current roster and current coaching staff. 49ers and Bengals might both be looking to do a clean sweep once this season is over with, because this has been a failure of major proportions. But next rung, let's get to it, man. Somebody, anybody, please, NFC South, dog. The Falcons are not what Cam expected them to be. That defense is horrendous. Tampa Bay, you're on a bye, but someone's got to win this NFC South. But if they don't get it together, there's a real scenario where it'll be in contention for the Panthers and the Saints still if these 2 teams don't start winning. But somebody's got to take the NFC South. Worst division of football once again. Staying alive. Rams, Seahawks, Dolphins all get wins this week and much needed. They stay alive for playoff contention. Rams whooped up on the Patriots. Stafford looked good with Kupp and Nakua. Seahawks with the upset over San Francisco. Geno with the walk-off touchdown run. And Miami, you played the Raiders, so props to you. 4-6. They got to win every game basically to try to sneak into the AFC. So these teams stayed alive. They did what they needed to do in week 11 They're right there to still potentially still last second wild card. Next run. Best second place teams. I think we have a valid argument. The AFC West is the best division in football this year. We didn't think that coming in, but the Broncos and Chargers are actually really good football teams. You see the Broncos whooping up on the Falcons this week, and Bo Nix, honestly, should be rookie of the year favorite as of right now, with Jaden Daniels slipping a bit. And the Chargers, that was a classic game where they usually charger it up. And they almost did, but they didn't. You got to give them props. That's changing the culture with Harbaugh. These are the best second place team in the league because one of them is going to get second in the AFC West, and honestly, the third probably gets the 7th seed. Chargers moved to 7-3, Broncos 6-5. They're right there. It's all in front of them, and they got some pretty, not easy, but fairly easy schedules to end the season. They can definitely hold their weight and make the playoffs, both of them. Next run. Dim and, I'm dead. Look, malfunction. Look at that. All right, Dim and Dimmer. Minnesota, Washington. It's to the point. Yeah, we know who these teams are. Minnesota. At the end of the day, we know what Sam Darnold can do, and it's not much, which is sad. And Washington, man, that I hate if you're watching this, but y'all just can't beat winning teams. And what did I tell y'all? Cliff Kingsbury cannot coach. He does this every year. You start off good on offense, and then by the end of the year, it just looks very stale. Jaden Daniels, all these passing plays behind the line of scrimmage is not working anymore. It's all vanilla. You need better stuff. They have more than enough talent to do better, but Cliff Kingsbury is not doing better. And somehow, some way, I just know this man is going to get an NFL head coaching job after the season's over. And it'll probably end up ruining Caleb Williams' career if it's in Chicago because he doesn't deserve a coaching position, but here we are. Cardinals had a bye this week, but just to remind everybody, Black Ops 6, belt to ass. Ever since Black Ops 6 dropped, Cardinals are 3-0. Kyler Murray has been in his bag. That's what he does. I'm sure he's been going off on Black Ops 6 in his free time, and then he's been going off on the field when he's there. Cardinals lead the NFC West, and with the 49ers dropping another game in division, it is theirs for the taking, and they got the Seahawks this week, so they can really kind of put a stamp on it. Next rung, Young Guns. They look better this week. Packers, tough divisional game, but they got the win. That's all you need. Divisional games are always going to be tough. Texans, after that, lousy game to the Jets, they get back right, and then, the 5 interception game, they still lose to the Lions. Cowboys are the get-right game for everybody this year. They got right. Young Guns look good. Jordan Love, CJ Stroud. I wouldn't put Super Bowl expectations on this team, but they have Super Bowl ceilings. They can be sleeper teams, dark horse teams that couldn't make it far in the playoffs. You just want to see them get healthier and get, build a little momentum as this season comes to a close, headed into the playoffs. Next run. Cautiously concerned, man. Listen, Baltimore, I love y'all. I love Lamar, but when you play the Chiefs, when you play the Steelers, when you play in the playoffs, Lamar plays his worst football. And if you're ever going to get over that hump and make the Super Bowl, you cannot be playing your worst football against the best team in the conference, one of the best teams in your division, the best team right now, and the playoffs when you need your best performance. Lamar, you got to get it together. I want to defend you so bad, but you make it so hard at times. It's like, bruh, just ball out. And for the love of God, run the ball. You have Derrick Henry. But there's no reason he shouldn't be getting 20 carries a game. But yet here we are, a game with 13 carries. Put the ball in Lamar's hands, you lose versus Steelers. Rinse and repeat. This has been happening for the last 2.5 years. Maybe one day they'll learn, but for now we're cautiously concerned. Next rung, the Pennsylvania powerhouses. Pittsburgh and Philly, they look real right now. Pittsburgh has an argument that they could be the best team in the AFC or the second best team in the AFC. It's an argument. George Pickens is a literal menace on the field, and I love watching him play. Russell Wilson, he's been looking good. That defense is stellar. TJ Watt probably headed for another defensive player of the year if we keep it in a buck and it's not rigged. And then Philly, Saquon Barkley, they won't do it because it's a quarterback award, but Saquon Barkley deserves an MVP nod. He has literally changed that team around. Over 150 plus all-purpose yards again. He is the heart and soul of that team, and it just sucks because every time he gets to the 1 yard line, you know he's not getting rewarded with the touchdown because they got to go touch push. But he should have about 7 more touchdowns on the season if the Eagles were into that. But Saquon doesn't care because he's such a team player, so that's a credit to him. But yeah, there's some powerhouses in Pennsylvania, and they're looking sharp as the season nears. Next run, America's champs, man. Round of applause, Bills. You did it. You won your Super Bowl. America loves you. You dethroned the Chiefs. Yeah, let's hang the banner. We beat them for a 4th year in a row in the regular season. Josh Allen, best quarterback we've ever seen to hang the banner. Okay. Stand on that. If that's how you feel, stand on that. We'll revisit this in January. But for the next couple months, y'all get to be America's champs as usual. But we've seen this before. Next rung. Who's there?
I understand it now.
The Chiefs don't sit atop the rung this week, man.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Listen, man. I understand it now. We've been skating by, winning. Oh, we don't have to play our best because we can still win at the end of the day. But we needed a wake-up call. People start talking about undefeated seasons, making the 1 seed early. That was all bad. We weren't playing our good football. We needed to get our ass whooped. And quite frankly, it needed to be by the Bills because that lights a fire under the whole Chiefs. Because, again, we have to listen to all these talks about Buffalo being better, Josh Allen being better. Patrick Mahomes, he hears it. Hopefully. Get it together throwing the damn deep ball to Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy, get your damn feet in bounds. My God. Travis Kelce, I don't know if Taylor Swift need to put it on you, but come on, let's pick it up. You look at old, but I understand it now. Chiefs won't lose another game for the rest of the year. I'm just telling y'all right now. Unless we're able to rest everybody last week, the Chiefs won't lose another game. Y'all woke the beast. Y'all were complaining about them not winning the right way and not doing it. They always have this type of loss towards the middle or end of the season, and then they go on a run. I'm calling it right here. We can come back to this. The Chiefs will not lose another game unless we rest people week 7 or week 18. But headed into week 12 for the first time ever, a new team sits atop LJ's ladder, man. Congrats to the Lions, man. Belt to ass 52-6 on the Jaguars. They're the best team in the league. No doubts about it. But listen to this, Detroit. It kind of sucks. It's like a catch-22 because you are the best team right now, whooping everybody. Jared Goff on fire. He should be atop the MVP standings as well. Dan Campbell changed the culture. One of the best coaches in the league, if not the best coach right now. Everybody believes. You're whooping everybody. Last year it was like, okay, we haven't been to the NFC Championship in what, like 20 years? If we get there, like, it's a successful season, and y'all did. Should have made it to the Super Bowl, but you lost. Now this year with the ass whooping y'all putting on people, it's truly Super Bowl or bust. And if y'all don't get the Super Bowl, that's going to be very painful because you'll be like, damn, this was like our best season. Can we repeat this? So now, welcome to the big leagues. Y'all here. Can y'all run the table for the rest of the way? Y'all look like y'all can, but once we get to the playoffs, that's another story. It's any given Sunday at that point. You slip up, you don't get a second chance, but y'all deserve y'all's props. Y'all sit atop LJ's ladder. Eric says, how far will they drop if they go down in season? They won't drop far. But yeah, man, that's LJ's ladder headed into week 12. My Chiefs got dethroned. Hey, man, it is what it is. How y'all feeling about this one? I was man of my word. Went in there, talked to leadership. Leadership was trying to keep the Chiefs up top just because, you know, their history and everything they've done. But I was like, no, man, we have to be unbiased. Chiefs aren't the best team right now. Will they be at the end of the season? Probably so. But right now, they're not the best.
I gotta say, man, I'm pretty proud of you, man. I'm pretty proud. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm pretty proud. I thought you would at least have them in the same rung, but man, you put them in a rung below, and that's surprising.
I gotta light a fire under my Chiefs. They can't come to play. They gotta come more alert. You seen it was when we went down 14-23. That was the first time you seen us like feel like back against the wall, urgent. We gotta score now. We put together the most crisp drive. We looked like the playoff Chiefs where it's like, okay, it's go time. No BSing. But then when you were walking out the restaurant, like I said, we should have went for 2 because I knew Buffalo was going to go down and score another touchdown. That way we could be down 8 if we got the 2. They didn't do it. It is what it is. Buffalo, like I said, they won their Super Bowl. We possibly could see them again in the playoffs. But honestly, I'm going to call this here right now too. I don't think Buffalo makes it to the AFC Championship this year still. Like, people are like, oh, they're the best team now because they beat us. Styles make fights. They've been built to beat us since we stomped them in the AFC Championship game 5 years ago. Versus everybody else in the NFL that's good teams, they're still not that great. Like, they got whooped by the Ravens. Me and Cam watched them get whooped in Josh Allen's worst game. Pittsburgh, I don't think they have them on the schedule, but they might see them in the playoffs, and they got a defense. Josh Allen is 1-4 in the divisional for a week for a reason. I wouldn't be surprised if he drops out of there again. But for now, like I said, they get their victory lap. They're going to act like they're on top of the world. And that's what I'm saying, like I've been saying all year, stand on that, Buffalo fans, Bills Mafia. If you're watching this, stand on that. When it comes to playoff time, I don't want to hear no excuses about, oh, it's McDermott. It's the defense. Y'all have the best team, you say. You have the best quarterback. Go win in the playoffs. No excuses. Because we don't get those. So, hey, it is what it is. But also, I hope y'all saw on that last touchdown they had, the offensive pass interference that didn't get called. But, hey, the refs only rig stuff for the Chiefs. I don't know. There's no outrage about that, but we'll see how it goes. So, headed into Week 12, LJ's Ladder, man. That's what it is. Appreciate y'all for listening. Like I said, we had to be truthful. We had to be unbiased. You know, Chiefs don't deserve to be number 1 on the ladder, so they can't be number 1 on the ladder, man. They can't be. It's that simple. Will we be back, though? Possibly. We'll have to stay tuned. Week 12 coming up. We got a lot to do. But first off, let's get into the week picks recap, man. And I'm sorry, y'all. It was all on me, man. It was all on me. It was a bad week from the pod, but Chris, shout out to Chris. He swept. He did his thing.
Start telling him.
I know, right?
Huh? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But yeah, man. I had Chiefs and Mel. Cam had him plus 2.5. Obviously, like we just discussed, did not go our way. So that was an L. Lamar Jackson under 236.5 passing yards was cashing me. Like I said, Steelers are his worst matchup in the league for his whole career. Knew that was coming. And then Chiefs team total over 21.5. We had 14 in the first half, and we failed to score that one touchdown in the second half. And then, like I said, we should have went for 2, given the circumstance and the scenario. That would have got the over. But we can't put up 7 points and a half with that offense. That's just unacceptable. So we deserve that L just simply off that fact. We gotta get it together. But yeah, Cam, go ahead and talk about your Nico pick, and I'm gonna actually touch on the Nico pick a little bit later too. But yeah, how you feeling about that one? Because that should have been cash. But shout out to Laramie Tunsil, 1 yard downfield. I hate that call, bro. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, it definitely should have been cashed. Yeah, I mean, I forgot what he finished with. I think it was like
54 yards.
Yeah, okay, 54. So I don't know. It was just tough. CJ missed him on an interception or whatever, like going across the middle. That probably would have came close to it because he probably would have scored off of that. But yeah, he just simply missed. Didn't really get in, like I was saying. A whole bunch. They was being kind of conservative with him. And then I took Houston's first half team total, whatever. They cleared 12.5 first quarter, so didn't have to worry about that. So yeah, that was my picks.
Yeah, man. So me and Cam both went 1 and 2, and then Swan, who may or may not be able to join us later, tied up with work again, but he also 1 and 2. So it was just a rough outing for all 3 of us. He had Bengals plus 1.5. Honestly, so at this point, y'all, I'm headed back on the flight to Oklahoma, or from Oklahoma. When my plane departed, the score was 24-6, Chargers. I was like, oh, yeah. Because I remember last week I was saying, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers mess around and whoop up on the Bengals. because I was thinking their defense, and that's what was showcasing that first half. When I landed and I walked out of the terminal and I saw the TV in front, the score said 27-27. And I was like, well, what the hell happened? Joe Burrow at that point, I think it had 218 yards in the second half, hit T. Higgins and Jamar Chase on 2 fourth down touchdowns. And I was like, of course, the Chargers charging it up. But then, much of like the story of the season, the Bengals bingled it up, and McPherson couldn't hit a kick to save his life. I don't know if y'all seen the post-game presser with Jamar, but he was talking about, he said it sarcastically, like, that's what they paid him the big bucks for. You got to make that. But, Jamar didn't get his money this offseason, but they chose to pay their kicker. So, yeah, Cincy, everything just going bad for them. Saquon Barkley over 18.5 longest rush. That cashed easily on Thursday night. Like I said, Saquon Barkley has every argument to be MVP this year, but we know that's not a running back award, unfortunately. And then LA Rams, New England, which was actually kind of a shootout with Rams winning 28-22. So the under misses there for Swan. We go a combined 3-6. So that's on us. We got to get back right. Week 12. But Chris, Mr. Sweet, Mr. Win 'em all, tell us what went into your picks. What did you do? What can we learn from so we can be better?
I mean, honestly, Joe, just take your own advice. Honestly, I mean, I think you're the one that brought up that that Lamar doesn't play well against Pittsburgh. They've been hot. They don't allow a lot of points to be scored. That's how they win. And then at home, it's really hard to beat them at home.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt like that +3, even though it was plus money, which is really more so even. I felt like that was a reasonable. I felt like if the Steelers was going to lose, it was going to be I felt like it was going to be a field goal game. I didn't think Boswell was going to make 6 field goals. But I mean, that's what it ended up being. Amon-Ra, it's Jacksonville. Like I don't know why. Like that's crazy.
And the crazy thing is for that game, because the point spread was like, it started at 14. I think it may have went up to like 16.5 by kickoff. I almost put Jacksonville in a teaser just because it's like, a 24-25 point loss. Like, that's hard to do in the NFL. I don't think they'll get beat that bad. Thank God I did it because they got beat by 40. I would have been pissed.
I forgot, and you were there when I saw that. I forgot I put that one on my slip. And when I saw the final score, I was like, dude, Amon-Ra better have got him 1. He got 2 of them. He got 2. I should have did 2+, but that was stretching it. He had like 100 and some yards. He had a good game.
Yeah,
he had a good game.
And then 412, 4 touchdowns. It was crazy.
Right. And then Seattle, San Francisco. That's your advice. Divisional matchup. Take the under. In San Francisco, they've been looking like poop. So that was easy.
That Super Bowl hangover is real, man.
Yeah.
It's real. So, and as a podcast for the week, we went 6-6 minus 0.5 units. And it was our first true negative week, and y'all can send in the booze now. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at your own pain and how things can just be sorely mistaken.
He said that.
I just put a fat ass X on that. So let me just walk y'all through how this was my worst weekend. So Chiefs +2.5. I had them ML on the pod pick. But +2.5, because I was like, I think, we could win this game for one, but then somehow, some wonky way, we could be down 2. And funny enough, we were down 2, 21-23. We just didn't get a stop. So there's there. Steelers +3. I did take my own advice. I was actually on this literally when the line posted like Tuesday night. Because I was like, there's no way you give a Mike Tomlin Steelers team underdogs at home versus Lamar, who they're the best against. And then I threw them in a teaser with Washington +9, both of them. Now, Washington was a scare because I don't know if y'all remember the end of that game. They're down 10, and they score a touchdown, and they go for 2. And at first, they call it incomplete, and nobody was going to look at it. And then finally, the refs got the call down, go review that. Zach Ertz got both his feet down, and he did. So they end up losing by 8, and they covered, and then Steelers won the game outright. So the teaser hits there for that. DeAndre Hopkins, I thought he was going to be a bigger part of the offense this week, honestly, but he wasn't. He was only had a 47% snap share. I don't understand that. Maybe we're, hiding stuff, for playoffs. But he did have an opportunity to get it still. He dropped a 30-yard pass. It was a tough catch to come down to, contested jump ball. But he usually comes down with those. Didn't come down with it. That's, it wasn't my day, clearly. So didn't get that. Travis Kelce was just nowhere to be found. 2 receptions, 8 yards. Mahomes over 239.5. Dog. For the 5th time, Worthy should have at least had a 50-plus yard touchdown or 50-plus yard catch. Mahomes, another bad pass, still catchable. Worthy, just, I don't know what it is about him, but he has like no awareness when he's near the sideline. Like, that was the easiest toe drag in the world, and he just doesn't do it. Mahomes didn't have to lead him to the sidelines either, but they'll get it together because they understand it now. And then, I had Cook under because our rush defense is goated. We held him to 20 yards on the ground on 9 rushes. So we were good. Like, it wasn't like the best, but we were good going into Monday. Oh, and Joe Burrow under 265.5. Like I said, Chargers shut him down first half, and then second half, they chargered it up and let him go off. So that's how that didn't hit his under 265.5. But then Monday, if Nico has a great game, we're solid. We're positive. It's a winning week once again. 77 yards on the first play. Illegal lineman downfield, bro. What is like, I'll look it up later too, but what is the actual point? Do y'all know what's the point of that rule? Like, if it doesn't affect the play, like, that's one of the most annoying calls in the league. Because it was like, oh, illegal offensive lineman downfield, and they literally went half a yard to 1 yard down the field, engaged with somebody.
Does it go? Is it in correlation with the checking in as a legal receiver?
No, I think it's more so like you can't be blocking downfield until the quarterback releases the ball, but it's a screenplay. So, like, it's one of those timing things where, like, if the quarterback don't get the ball out like that and the lineman moves upfield a little too early, it's a flag. But it's like,
well, the only way I could see it like being, I guess, like, beneficial to the offense is if I'm Laramie Tunsil and I'm moving forward quicker than I'm supposed to, and I'm not paying attention to when the ref says so-so's checking in as a legal receiver, then I'm going to drop my coverage and I'm going to go cover that barely, just a little bit. It may leave somebody open behind me. That's the only way I could see it beneficial for the offense, which is why it would be a flag. But if that doesn't correlate with it at all, then I don't really see the point.
The rule is when on a screenplay or just a simple passing play, you're not allowed to move beyond 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. So you can't be downfield blocking people while people are running routes and stuff. But on screenplays, like I said, it's all timing. So it's just like Nico out wide left. The man Tunsil's blocking. He's not even in the play. And like literally, it's like a half a second. Tunsil goes up 1 yard. Half a second later, Nico has the catch. And then he takes up the field, touchdown. And the flag comes out immediately. It's like, bro, come on now. But like we said, he finished with 54 yards. If he gets those extra 77 from play 1, all of that is cash, easy. And that's all plus money. That's like, bro, Vegas made a call in. Because after that, then he also only plays 33% of the snaps, which no one knew was happening because he sat out last week. And this week he was, he's fully healthy. He's fully good to go. We're going to use him. And you don't use him. It's like, bro.
I think like one of
you understand it now. You understand it.
One of the broadcasters was like, I think Trey, he was pretty much saying that I think Nico said that he was going to play like there was no restrictions on him. Clearly, someone was lying.
Somebody lied.
Somebody
put a call in. But Christian said, would you start Worthy in fantasy versus Carolina? Honestly, no. Because we just used them last week a lot. This week, it's going to be someone different. That's just the way it goes with this Chiefs offense. Now, I say that, watch Worthy get like 3 touchdowns next week on CBS.
Why do we do that?
And Christian going to be mad at me in the group chat like, bro, why'd you say that? But if I had to put money on, I don't think Worthy is going to do something that much. He should. I feel like next week we're going to draw up a shot play, and by a miracle of God, Mahomes and him will figure it out, and they'll finally connect on one. So he might get like a 50-plus yard reception. Will that be a touchdown? I don't know, depending on where it's at on the field. But other than that, I think he finishes next week with less than 3 catches.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of if one of those 3 catches is a touchdown or something big. But that's about it.
Carolina, 2 wins in a row. Don't let them get hot.
Don't let him get hot.
Hey, that's good. That's good for Bryce Young though. That's good for him.
Yeah, shout out to Bryce Young.
It sucks for him though, because I'm sorry, Chris Jones probably gonna kill him this weekend. Like it's gonna be one of those where Chris Jones, big strong ass, just grab him and like throw him with one hand.
Well, y'all know that one meme with the blonde chick sitting on the couch and
what?
The blonde chick, she's sitting on the couch, crisscross applesauce, and it's like black dudes around her. Yeah, I never seen that meme before.
Okay, bro, that's not a meme, bro. That's not a meme, bro. That's not a meme.
Keep it PG-13.
That's crazy, bro. That's not. Actually, I don't know that meme.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I was like, what is he talking about?
That's crazy, actually.
Oh, damn.
So that's Bryce Young.
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Wow. That's
crazy. My goodness. But we got one more topic before we start watching this OKC Spurs game, man. And it's been the topic all week because now, like I called it before the season, man. Any possible way NFL media can find a way to do it. They were gonna try to make Josh Allen an MVP this year, as long as the Bills were winning, and he had a fairly decent season. And sure enough, after this week, he's now the odds-on favorite to win MVP at plus 150. But at the same time, man, it's not like Lamar's been better than him. And he beat him head to head, whooped him. But Josh Allen is the media's favorite. So it's like, who truly deserves MVP? Because of course last year all the Bills fans' gripe is, oh, Josh deserved it last year. Lamar didn't. Lamar probably didn't deserve MVP last year, but he beat everybody and he still had fairly good stats. Josh Allen had good stats, but the Bills were trash. And when they got good, it wasn't anything Josh Allen was doing. They just started running the football more and took the ball out of his hands, literally. He finished with 29 pass touchdowns and 18 interceptions. And they're like, oh, but add his 15 rushing touchdowns in. Well, Lamar is the same dual threat quarterback. And this year, he has more of everything besides the rush TDs, but he still has more total touchdowns than him. He's better in every single stat. He beat him head to head. And while, yes, the Ravens have 4 losses, Lamar only played bad in one of those. All the other games, he played good. Ravens just choked it away. With Justin Tucker missing kicks, we know they have the worst secondary in the league. But sure enough, all Josh Allen had to do was beat the Chiefs. And now it's like, oh, he's the best quarterback in the league again. You know, he deserves MVP because he's doing it with no weapons. And it's like, Lamar Jackson has been doing this with no weapons his whole career, damn near. And like, really, like I said, I wouldn't even give both of them the MVP. If it was up to me, it would go to Goff or Saquon right now. Because both those teams are on fire and both them are the catalyst. More so Saquon than anything, because I know Goff had that one game where he had like 82 yards and they still blew the brakes off of whoever. But as of right now, these are the two favorites. So what's the argument for Allen? Like, do y'all agree? Does he deserve MVP over Lamar, or Lamar deserve it over him?
I think if either of them were like, if it was only them as an option, I do think Lamar should get it. I feel like Josh Allen's situation is like, he's just the best player on his team. And so, like, it's going to look like he's doing – I mean, like, look at Jokic right now. Like, Jokic, like, you know, that's a bad example, though, because –
No, that's actually good.
Maybe Jokic, like, a couple years ago. But Jokic this season, he's actually, like, that.
That's good, right, but now. Reverse it, because that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about this question. I feel like – well, not reverse it, but I feel like Josh Allen is Joel Embiid the year he won it. Because that year they gave it to Jokic, and it was like, okay, he put up the MVP numbers, I guess, but did he really deserve it? You could give it to Embiid. And last year, Lamar won MVP, but you could have given it to Josh.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Even though it wasn't one of Josh's best seasons, because he was turning over the ball a lot, led the league, and Buffalo was losing and on the brink of missing the playoffs. But now this year, Lamar is truly better. Like, just straight up. And when Embiid won it, Jokic was still better. But out of pity, they were like, okay, we're going to give this one to Joel because he hasn't got one yet. and Jokic has 2. Lamar has 2. And now I feel like they're just going to give this one to Allen as long as they keep winning, even though he's been bad versus good teams minus the Chiefs. But like I told y'all last week and every year we've done this podcast, Josh Allen always plays his best versus us. Like that is the Super Bowl. He's going to go off versus us, especially after last week when you played bad versus the Colts. I was like, he done got his bad game out of his system right before he plays us. He's going to be focused. He's going to be Superman Josh Allen versus us, as always. And sure enough, they win, and media right back on the bandwagon like nothing. Oh, my God, Bills are best team. Josh Allen, the best quarterback. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just remember this when it comes January time, when either they lose in the playoffs to someone who's not us or to us, and then media gives him every passing excuse in the book. And then when my Chiefs three-peat, and we're like, people doubted us, and people are like, nobody doubted you. And it's like, you did. Like, this is what you do every year with this man. Go ahead, kid. I know you want to say something.
I didn't say that. I mean, it's a toss-up between either one. Josh Allen is 9-2, so usually it does go to like the best quarterback on the best team. And if he does have like the stats that can match up with like another player like Lamar, it usually does go to that guy. So I mean, like it's really a toss-up.
I guess, but what's your statement? And I don't disagree with, because it is how it goes for whatever reason. I almost wish they just make a best quarterback award. But you said best quarterback on best team. Why is Jared Goff not the MVP favorite right now then?
Yeah, no, Goff's efficiency's been crazy.
His efficiency's been crazy.
Yeah, one game against the Texans, I'll give it like, all right, whatever. Yeah. But
he won that game. But that's what I said. Me and Cam watching in person. Josh Allen went 9 for 30 versus the Texans. Had his worst game of his career.
Jared Goff also threw 5.
He did. That's what I'm saying.
That's one game, bro. He's been throwing under 30 pass attempts a game, and he's still been touching.
But that's what I'm saying.
Really
if we're gonna get, because Josh Allen's 2 losses have been his worst games, but he's also had a few other subpar games as well. They beat up on bad teams. For the Lions, I know it's not all directly tied to Jared Goff, because they do have a lot of talent on that offensive end.
Mm-hmm.
But he's had the one terrible game versus Houston, but they still managed to win. So, like, that's got to count for something. But that's why I said, like, media has been wanting to give Josh Allen this award for 4 years now.
The storyline also matters too.
Yeah,
I think Josh has the best storyline right now. I mean, if he drops 1 or 2, then it probably should be like either Goff or Lamar.
That's what I was about to say. Does he have to win out to get it, or can he drop another game or 2?
Probably, he might be able to drop like one more. If he drops 2 and the Lions just keep winning, it's gonna be hard for the media to say Josh Allen.
If he drops 2 and the Lions keep winning, I know it's a quarterback award, but it should go to Jahmyr Gibbs. Anybody on that Lions team is getting the MVP. It should go to Jahmyr Gibbs.
I was gonna say, funny enough, we're gonna get a chance to settle this at the end of the year, because Buffalo has to travel to Lions on Sunday night in like a month, I think.
Well, that'll
probably be for the MVP right there, just like Lamar versus Brock last year. And when Lamar and Ravens whooped him, that was kind of like the nail in the coffin, like, oh, Lamar won an MVP. So that could be it right there. And so if he does that and he balls out, perfect. Like, okay, then I can say he deserves it. But as of right now, like I said, I texted right after we lost. I was like, we're gonna have to listen to this for the next couple weeks. And it's like, we do this every year. And it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be on both sides of the fence. When they win, it can't be, oh, all of it is Josh Allen. He's the best. And when they lose, like, oh, pity, Josh Allen. Like, he just has no help. He has to do everything. Like, the team lets him down. It's like, dog, he's 1-4 in the divisional round in his career. Not all of those losses were the Chiefs. And the last 2 times he's been in the playoffs, he's got knocked out at home. So he truly, like, if this is what people are going to say after week 11, I know there's still season left, so injuries can happen. But as long as the Bills are relatively healthy, they don't get any passes or excuses, because we don't hold any other quarterbacks to that same, pass or excuse level. Like, we get on Lamar ass because he don't perform in the playoffs. We getting on his ass right now because he played a stinker versus Pittsburgh. But when Josh Allen plays a stinker, it doesn't get talked about whatsoever. Like, he threw 2 terrible interceptions last week versus the Colts, and they almost lost that game, but Joe Flacco was terrible. It got no commentary whatsoever. But, they beat the Chiefs this week, and now it's, Josh Allen? He's simply the best quarterback we've ever seen. Okay. Just remember that. But it should be an interesting race down the stretch. They also have, I think they have the 49ers and the Lions the next couple weeks. Those are probably their toughest matchups. Other than that, I think they should probably win out, if I'm not mistaken. But that's another thing too. Like, do you think he has to, like, if the Chiefs don't lose no more, they'll get first place in the AFC. But do you think Josh Allen has to finish top 2 in the AFC to get MVP? Or do you think there's a scenario where Bills finish top 4? Because they're going to win the AFC East, obviously. But is there a scenario where they finish 3 or 4 and he still wins MVP?
I hope not, because I feel like that's definitely pity. I don't think anybody would respect that. Like, it wouldn't be like guess you got to give him his props. It'll literally be like here go your pacifier, stop whining. And I don't think anybody would respect that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't care for it.
If he was if they was like 3 or 4 seed, they would have like.
They probably have 13 and 4, 14.
Yeah, they have 4. Like, yeah, then no, it should be. Yeah, that's the same thing you're saying. Like, if he gets 2 more losses and the Lions went out, then it should be Jared Goff.
That's fair. And they got 49ers. They got a bye this week. Then they come back. They got 49ers Sunday night at home. Then they're at the Rams. And then they're at the Lions. And I'm sorry, that's just the afternoon game. But hopefully they flex that to Sunday night if possible on December 15th. And then they finish the season with Patriots, Jets, Patriots. So they should win those last 3. But these next 3 are going to be their toughest games. Yeah. And you probably, like, I don't know who's going to be out on the field for San Francisco, but you're going to be playing a desperate San Francisco team, a desperate Rams team, and then the Lions, who could still very possibly be running the table at that point. And you got them at Detroit. So that's a tough little schedule there. Depending on how he fare, if they go 3-0 through that, yeah, MVP, just go ahead and send the trophy to them now.
Damn, we was their last loss.
What was it?
I don't know. I think that was something on Cam, man. I think.
What?
You played something on your computer?
No.
I heard like a race car or something.
Oh, I stay like right by 45, so you can hear like.
Oh yeah, they over there racing.
Yeah. It's awful.
Why are we losing, bro?
Yeah. Hey, that being said, let's. I was actually about to transition that.
Okay.
Let's kick it into this live watch. We can chop it up about basketball, chop it up about football still, but yeah. What is going on with your Thunder right now, man?
So before I answer, everybody, I'm about 38 to 45 seconds behind. I get my games illicitly.
The FBI finna be at your door, bro.
No. I didn't say how or when. I'm just saying I get them that way. Hey, that'd be cool if I could share my screen.
No, don't get our stream banned, bro.
Okay, my fault. But no, so bro, and look, I don't know if you saw that and1 bucket that just happened, but that's what's going on. Like, it's just luck right now. Like, I'm really not too concerned. I can't tell if that's Stephon Castle or Devin Vassell with the locks, because I know they both got the locks, but I don't remember Devin Vassell's being that long. But which one that is, they done made some really good 3 points. Keldon Johnson came in off the bench. He made a 3-point shot. And then whoever Charles Bassey is, guess he's filling in for Wemby. He done came in and made a decent difference coming off the bench. So we thought we wouldn't have to deal any big bodies, but it looks like we're gonna have to deal with Charles Bassey. We got our defensive lineup in right now, though.
I was gonna say I see Caruso back, so that's good.
Yeah. Caruso in, AJ in, Usman in for the corner threes. I don't know what Dort's doing. Like, he just let Harrison Barnes score like earlier in the game, like he didn't want to play for real. So I'm glad he's off the court till he gets it figured out.
Yeah. So what Shavonte got? I don't know. Let me see. I think
Bro, I don't even know. Pull the stats up.
He got 7. He 3 for 3 though.
Yeah, it's Dub that's going off for real.
Oh, now he want to go off.
I don't think they can stop him. I don't think they can stop him from scoring. I don't know why they took him out.
We made a game slip 2 for Friday night, and we had J Dub over 21, and he finished with like 11. I think it wasn't needed for him to score that night, but he wasn't even trying either. So, but as for the Spurs, even though he's not playing, man, let's talk about Wemby.
Oh my god,
Wemby.
That's sorry ass. No, I'm just kidding.
So I think I looked earlier. He's now averaging 22.7, I believe, on the season. What's your gripe with Wemby? What is he?
Bryce, I feel like you should give a backstory as to why this conversation is happening.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
It started with my question. What was my question? Guys, it's my fault that they started arguing. But my question was, does Wemby only play well against bad teams? Boom.
He sent this in the group chat. What was this last Wednesday? Probably
last week. Yeah, it was last week.
And
I think it was last Thursday.
And I said, at that point there only been 11 games played. I was like, I mean, I think it's kind of too early to say so, but like he's been playing better. And then that night, was it that night too? That's the night he dropped 50 versus Washington, I think. And then
that was the night prior.
Yeah,
right?
And so then I was like, I mean, he just dropped 50. And Ken was like, against a terrible team. So that don't really count. I was like, I mean, he averaging 20, I think. At that point, what was it, 19.7, you said, Cam? But then the 50 raised his average to like 21. And then after the Lakers game last week, he's now at 22.7, averaging 12 rebounds. And I was just saying, like, 20 points, like averaging what he's averaging, 22 points, like, that's pretty good because we were thinking he would get more minutes this year relative to what they played him last year. He's still averaging 30 minutes roughly, which is the same. He's not getting an increase in minutes, but he's still putting up the same stats. So it's like he didn't regress any. He hasn't taken any super leaps, I guess. But I also don't feel like he's been given ample opportunity. And some games he doesn't shoot a lot. And I'm not watching all Spurs games right now since we so tapped in the NFL. But like he should be getting more shot attempts. And Cam was saying, he needed to demand the ball more. I'm like, well, he in year 2, and I really don't know how the hierarchy work on the Spurs. But I was pointing out the games that Wemby has got 20 plus shot attempts. He scored 24 more all I think 6 or 7 of those games so far this year. So it's like obviously with more usage, he gets the buckets. And he's been trending upwards. His last 4 games, he went 24, 35, 50, 28. And the last thing Cam had said before we had stopped arguing about it in the group chat was, if he go off versus AD, I'll shut up. But we both didn't get to watch that game. So I don't know what his 28 necessarily looked like.
No, I said I'm not talking about basketball until.
Oh my god!
I'm not talking about it. I said I'm not talking about NBA basketball until after the All-Star break.
It's too bad we're talking about it right now for the live watch. Talk about
now,
it. Now that he has the mic, I want you to explain what's your analyzation, because that's what you're saying. You were analyzing. And I was like, I don't feel like you're analyzing. Because one of the other arguments I made, and I'll pass it to you, Cam, so you can talk. I was bringing up he's in year 2, so I was looking at other players' year 2 stats. And one of them I brought up was KD. And in year 2, he had a 5 points per game increase, but he also had 8 more minutes increase of playing time. And so I was like, if you increase Wemby's playing time from 30 to 38, 35, 38 minutes a game, you don't think his points are going to go up? And you made a valid point, like he could be bad too, like his efficiency could go down. He could be inefficient while doing so, but he would very much, get points. And Kim was like, we don't know that. And I was like, bruh, 8 more minutes, when we go put up more stats. But also the thing too, like I'm not looking at Wemby to just be the best scorer because he's 7'4". It's all the tools he brings to the game too. Like the rebounds, the block shots. Every now and again, he can get, some games with 5+ assists or so. I want him to be better about, finding the open man and not taking so many threes. But he's truly a jack of all trades, just given the fact he's 7'4" and can do all that with his skill set. He's not top 10 like I projected yet, but with increased usage, I feel like he can reach that. Like, I feel like we're still not seeing the full Wemby. So
I just want to put it out there. I do not hate Wemby at all. I think we've been talking. We literally said I think he's going to be one of the greats. I think he very much could be one. He could be top 3, top 5, top 8, best ever. With that being said, it comes with expectations, and I know it's only his second year, but if you go back and look at all the all-time greats, usually usually from year 1 to year 2, there's a big increase in scoring wise. And I know he's not getting the minutes that those guys got or probably the same looks that he's getting, but at some point we can't give him that excuse. I feel like you're the guy, you're the man of the team, you're the best player on that team by far. There's nobody else close to Wemby's skill level or what Wemby can do on the court. If you see they not getting you involved in the game, bro, go demand for that's what the potential all time. That's what they go do. They go demand for the ball. No, we're winning this game because of me. Not we're not about to lose because I'm not being more aggressive. Not going out there and get the ball and stuff like that. So that's one of my gripes or whatever with that. But no, I was simply just saying when I do get the chance to watch him, and it is versus a really good defender or something like that, he kind of shuts down in a way, and he doesn't really be in an attack mode. He don't really put up the big scoring numbers that that I feel he should have compared to he's playing like the Wizards, bro. Yeah, 50 points is for sure something tough, a 20-year-old kid that normally you normally don't see that. And for sure, that's I give him his props for that. But it's bro, I want you to go out there and go do that shit against Joel Embiid, bro. Joel Embiid last year gave his ass, he gave him 60 or 70, right? Go out there and dominate one of the the best players, and that's when I'm that's when he shows me okay, he's one of he potentially could be one of the greats. He potentially could be that guy. He can be a top 5, top 10 player in the NBA right now. Once he goes out and proves that to me, then it's okay, I give him his props, for being potentially a GOAT or whatever. But I mean, that's all I was pretty much saying. Obviously, him scoring don't I know we had an argument about that too. Him scoring don't always lead to wins because as you say, look at what Ant doing and stuff like that. And I wasn't really talking about him win. I want to see his scoring averages go up from not just 1 or 2 points. That shit should be going up at least 5+. You should show me that you're gonna be one of the ones. And I mean, to start off, he really wasn't showing it like he was just the same Wemby from last year. That kind of, I mean, defensive wise, I feel like he gotten better than last year, because last year he was insane, but this year he's insane. He started off insane, but scoring wise, I don't know, it just wasn't really hitting for me. But that's my main gripe.
what about you, Chris? How you feel? I know you posed the question. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I would say after y'all's conversation and looking at his uptick in production, the question could have been a bit premature, right, at the time. But I will say I also do agree with Cam. I understand that though he hasn't gotten the same amount of minutes, or he hasn't gotten more minutes, I would expect him to still be more dominant in regard to getting the ball. And I know you didn't agree with it when I posed it, but I do genuinely believe that the absence of Coach Popovich is a big reason as to why he's getting the ball more. I don't think that these I don't know if y'all saw the interim coach they showed. Never seen this dude in my life. Apparently his dad played in the league. His name was like Mitch
Yeah, he's
Jones or
been on
something
the
like that.
coaching staff for like 5 years, I think, but I've never really seen him either.
Yeah, I don't think. Look, when I get on 2K and I play with the Spurs, there's one game plan. There's one game plan. I think that's probably where their head is right now, and that's why Wemby's getting the ball like he's supposed to get it. But if he continues to keep going up in his scoring and rebounds and blocks, obviously we know he's a great defensive player. We'll see that good shot, boy. We'll see that improvement towards the end of the season in totality. So yeah, no, it was a bit more premature, but I do believe he should be somehow find a way to demand the ball. I don't know if it's out of respect to Pop system. Like they're a team oriented organization. They've always been that way. It's never been just a one guy. Even when Kawhi was there, like it was never just really a one man show. You could be the best person on the team, but you weren't just a team by yourself. So I don't know if they need to change that culture or not.
How do you feel? How do y'all feel about his 3-pointers? Because so this is his breakdown. Last year he averaged 29.7 minutes, 16.7 shot attempts. 5 of those were threes, 5.5 of them. This year he's averaging 31.5 minutes, only 17 shot attempts, but 8.6 of those are 3-pointers.
Yeah, I don't like it. I want him to get to that. I think as time goes on in his career, he can be like a 6, 7 3 points attempted a game. But I think he should master that mid range first. He's too
That's
big to not be
that's what I'm saying.
mastering
If
the
he
mid range.
could get, because it also I'm like I know he's not the most muscular person because of his frame, but if he can master the back to the basket, which I feel like that's such a lost art in today's game because it's all
Man,
just 3-pointers. But like
no,
if he
not for
can,
my king, not for my king.
oh my god, here we go. Your
Look,
stat pattern. That's what you're
My,
talking about.
hey,
my
look,
king,
I'm just saying, if Shea
SGA
was
and the
seven
S is for
four,
stat pad.
if Shea was 7'4" with the skill set he has, oh, that's who Wemby. I mean, he don't got to be Shea, obviously, but that the type of shots that Shea shoots, if Wemby shot those at a high clip, oh my god, he would easily have 40 because nobody can reach that high on a fade
Yeah,
from him.
that's what. If he get a back to the basket game and just get that turnover, the shorter fade jumper down like KD. Like he
Like
literally
KD,
needs
yeah,
to model his game after KD instead of
which is
trying to
what
be
Chet's
Steph
trying to
Curry at
do.
seven
I
foot
don't
four.
I don't think
Yeah.
Chet should be doing that. I don't know. He just seems too stiff.
But I mean, if he gets that, then it genuinely he will be a problem. But like I said, I genuinely don't know. I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm some Spurs expert. I barely watch them.
You're supposed to be.
But when I do, it's like I don't know what goes on in the locker room, but I'm not expecting Wemby. Like obviously we know Wemby's the best player on the court for them at all times. But in year 2, I'm still not necessarily expecting him to just demand the ball. I feel like that should be on his teammates and the vets to put their ego aside and be like, you know what? We know if we stand any chance, it need to be through him. We need to
Mm.
feed him and go off of that. Because
I don't,
once
I
he
don't
becomes a
think they're
problem,
gonna do it.
we get more open. And I don't think they do that either, which is another problem in itself in another conversation. But that's why I thought coming into the season, Chris Paul being a vet presence in that locker room would help and be beneficial. And in his uptick the last, 4 games or so, you kind of seen that a little bit. So
Y'all remember when dang. Well, side note, Trey Mann had a poster on Nick Claxton tonight. Crazy. But y'all remember when Donovan Mitchell got drafted to the Jazz? First
yeah,
year. Ever since he's been in the league, he's been demanding the ball, bro. He was the go-to guy. So I do wonder, I said it in our group chat too. Wemby, he gonna talk his talk against other teams because obviously that's the opposition. But I wonder if he's soft around his teammates. Like I think there's no such thing as too much respect for your teammates, but does he have like the nuts to be like, give me the ball. Because we've seen clips of him like, but what are you doing off the court that's gonna make them change their mind to do that? Because there's a lot of clips of that.
Like in the huddle, bro. You got the man that you don't think. Okay, not saying like he's like LeBron or MJ, but you don't
gotta be. But look at that story with Tyrese Maxey today with Joel Embiid. Joel been on that team. Tyrese said, "Hey, come on, dude. Like sometimes you gotta talk to your vets like that." I don't think Wemby does it. Maybe he don't know English all that well.
I would just say cuss him out in French, give me the ball.
Yeah, that don't work. I don't know, bro. But at the same time, we gotta remember he's what 20 now. He just turned 20, like over the summer or something. Yeah, so he's still a kid. So I get it, right? I get it, but that type of mentality, you gotta kind of be born with that, though.
I also worry too because it's just like obviously he can put on some weight, but get stronger, however you want to call it. But just given the fact that he is 7'4", it's hard to put weight on a frame like that and build.
Yeah, his frame's not gonna widen out.
I don't know if his frame is ever gonna be conducive enough for a back to the basket game because he's so tall.
No, it can, bro. KD gained
I'm telling you, as a short person, it works to our advantage. He's so tall. All you got to do is put your forearm in his lower back, and he can't move you. And so that's really tough. Now he can just turn and just shoot it because you can't block that either. So that's what I want him to do. But as far as like just manhandling like someone in the post, backing him down, I don't think he's ever gonna be at that point at any point in his career for real.
Okay, so I don't agree with that. Not with what you're saying, but when you said back to the basket, I never thought about like posting back to the basket. I was only ever thinking of like post fadeaways. It was never put. But then in the same breath though, with that, if you are a sort of person, you're able to keep them from moving. There's ways around it, bro. Like we watched KD do it. That'd be the guy that you got to model. It's not unstoppable. Like
it's not.
He's way too big.
That's what I'm saying though. Like especially right now because he is still young. So I think this is kind of goes into with him demand the ball like that in spots. Like we seen it. It was because Cam's in the group chat too, but I watched it live when it happened. And obviously this is LeBron, so obviously he one of the strongest motherfuckers in the league. But he can get moved off his spot easy as well when he tries to back up. Like he's not moving nobody necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like they moving him off his spot, so then it's like now you taking a bad fadeaway shot. But like if he can learn how to get position, and he don't even have to do a move. All he got to do is pivot and shoot it, because he's either gonna get fouled or it's gonna be an easy shot. Because you can't contest that if he rises up. You just can't.
Literally can't.
So the moment he realizes that, to demand it in spots from like the short corner, the wing, the moment his teammates realize, okay, let's get him the ball in these spots, then it truly becomes it's a wrap because that's unstoppable at that point. But as for now, like I said, I would like to see him by All-Star break. I would like to see his minutes uptick at least to like 34 a game. Hopefully, he
should be.
But he got a lot of room to grow to be one of them ones. He got a lot to do.
And look, I promise I'm not a Pop hater, but I also think Greg Popovich, he not like first of all, it's his job. It's his job. It's his not his time, but I mean it may be. But I'm saying it's his job to coach the Spurs, not to coach Wemby. So it doesn't surprise me that Wemby probably doesn't get the ball as much. Like I don't think they run to get him the ball.
They hadn't had a 50-point score in like 20 some years until he did it the other night too. So
yeah, but who on the Spurs?
Tim Duncan could have got you 50 if you would have let him.
Right. If you really believe in Spurs culture, are you caring about that? Like, no. Literally after the game, what Wemby he gave credit to his teammates for getting him the ball. After he dropped the 50, he went to Chris Paul to ask him what to do next. Like they don't care about the individual stuff, and that's pop culture, and that's cool. That's great. That's what basketball is supposed to be. But the people we want to see Wemby develop. Yeah, I don't care about the Spurs making the playoffs. If Wemby averaged 40 and they don't make the playoffs, I'm satisfied.
We're here 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Spurs down 42-48. So they're hanging around. What's going on, Chris? No Wemby.
Bro, look who we got.
Why is your glorious king? Why isn't he dominating right now?
Bro, I think we've gone 12 people into the bench.
Oh, now y'all want to go into the bench 12 deep like that?
We've had I always forget that dude. I think his name's like Alex Mitchell or something. He plays for our G League. He done got some good minutes, a couple of threes up. Kenrich is back. I don't think Dagenhall is playing this game to blow them out. I think he's playing on them Steve Wood, our bench.
Shoot, Cam, what about your glorious king, man? 4 triple doubles in a row, first time in his career, year 22.
Come on, man. Just let him go, man. He's the goat,
bro. That's crazy. All that to just not win another finals, bro. That's just sucks.
Hey, man, look.
I pray SGA win one, Chris.
Look, man.
Hey, okay, we still got one. I'm gonna give us 1 year left before I'm like, okay, the window is closed because it's a small window in the West, bro. You got to be good for a long time,
bro. The same thing that's been going on. What that went on in 2020 is same things going on in 2024, man. Come on, man. Dar just won. Come on, man. Dar just won.
We finna have COVID again.
Olympics, man.
Yeah, we just might with RFK Jr.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, man. Look, man. Come on. Bron finna win another one, man. He finna win his 5th one.
You may actually be delusional.
And after that, it's gonna be like, I ain't gonna lie, JJ be running some he be running some sets and like
I love that clip where they back when they flashback back on their podcast when they talking about when they're up 6, they would just foul. So it stays 2 possession game and they did it. That's smart basketball. I don't know why more teams don't do that.
I hate it, but I get it. I hate it, but I get it.
Whenever I start coaching, now I'm team foul always. I don't even give them the chance. Yeah, like I'd rather live with the results that way. If they find a way to win, still more props to them. But I'm not giving them the opportunity to even be within one possession like that. That's one of the hardest things ever to do.
They said they got that from Missoula. He a maniac.
Yeah, he don't care. Yeah,
he a maniac.
Yeah, he weird, bro.
He is weird.
Y'all think that's really him, or he's just like he's went into the character?
I think that's really him. Like he's a maniac for real. He's a basketball savant / maniac.
Brian
sleeps basketball.
Brian Scalabrine on NBA radio said that every day Missoula watches The Town, that movie with them robbing. It's based in Boston. It's got that dude in it, Mark Wahlberg, I think is his name. And they doing a burglary or whatever, burglary, armed robbery. Let's just call it that. They doing that, and he said he liked that movie because it's a whole bunch of different people coming together with different skill sets to achieve a goal, and so he watches it every single day because that influences his basketball mind. I don't know how you watch a movie every single day. That's just me. I can't do that.
He also I was listening to NBA radio also.
Yeah.
And they was like, I think someone had interviewed him or whatever, and he pretty much was saying like to get more in. He said to get more like people watching and like to get NBA more entertaining, like he said it should be like fighting, like
they should bring the fighting back. Yeah, he's crazy, bro.
He said it's not fair. You look at NFL, NHL, and even MLB, they be fighting over there and like get into brawls and stuff like that. But you look at NBA, players be scared. He like, nah, it should be fighting, like real fights. Like they should be able to fight.
Crazy part is nobody on the Boston Celtics finna fight nobody, bro. I don't think anybody over there is gonna fight anybody, bro. Derek White may headbutt somebody.
I don't know. I feel like Peyton Pritchard would, just because he.
Okay, Peyton Pritchard may. They say he a dog. He give 100% all the time.
The little man syndrome in the NBA. He would fight somebody.
Who they got? Was it Xavier Tillman, Senior? Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, just so he can get another contract, he may run out there.
Shoot, Isaiah Stewart praying they implement fighting into the league.
Right after Bron.
He'd be ready to fight every game, damn near.
Who was that they just played the other day where he literally pulled the person's shirt down Was it Giannis? Yeah, he got beat.
It was
He got
Giannis.
beef with. Yeah, he
It was
got beat with
Giannis.
Giannis. Yeah, he got beef with Giannis. Yeah, that was crazy. Bro literally grabbed his
I
jersey.
seen yesterday they came out now and said Giannis stepped out of bounds.
Bro. Yeah, it was clear as day.
Wow.
Thursday. Why that always
That's-
happen to the Rockets? That made me
I
think
was
of
about to say-
that was
Nah,
the
the
most
KD one
blatant.
was-
That was crazy. The ref was right
Was that
there.
the one where he literally like 2
He
feet
was
was
out
trying
of-
to save the
yeah,
ball?
Out of bounds,
Yeah, that
like
was
3
horrible,
hops,
bro.
and
That was horrible. That was horrible.
And Harden
that-
came back and still won the game.
the audacity though for him to do that and then still act like he was saying like, bro, you been out of bounds, and the ref just sitting there,
Just in
and
there
then
watching
he
him.
turned around the other way, bro. That was one of those ones where it's like, okay, this probably rigged because there's no way you don't see that, and this is what you paid to do. But 53,
Hey,
49,
I got a
9
question.
minutes left, or 55 for 9. I'm sorry, the ESPN had
Lacey says she was debating with her dad. Her dad believes that it's between Harden and Curry. He said he believes that the Harden step back was more influential than the Steph Curry 3.
That's like, I get it, but hell no.
Yeah, I agree.
Dog, you want to see how influential Steph Curry was? Go watch a 8U AAU game.
I was just about to, bro. When we went to
ruin
that,
the game. You got little kids shooting 45 threes a game and making 2, and then looking to their parents like, yeah, and the parents hyping that shit up.
when we went to that Warriors game on the 10th, all the Warriors fans, 13 and under. Like there's nobody that's gonna be a grown person that's a Warriors fan because it don't make sense. Yeah, Curry. There's a whole like 2 generations below us that Curry is literally their Michael Jordan.
Step back is one of the hardest shots in basketball. Everybody can launch a 3 from anywhere and everywhere whenever they want to, and that is what these kids do nowadays. Granted, there's a lot of 8-year-olds nowadays that are hitting these shots too.
Yeah,
Like
that's
there's
the
some
problem.
really good kids.
Shoot, you look at Wemby. Like Harden, mid-range Harden, those step backs, those fadeaways, that's what Wemby should have been watching. No, he was watching Curry. That's why he's shooting 12 threes a game. Mid-range Harden was probably the best player in the league for a few years.
He might have an argument for. I know. MJ obviously coach.
Oh,
mid-range Harden might have an argument for best shooting guard in the league. When he was doing the mid-range with the 3, you couldn't stop him.
Yeah,
you couldn't stop him.
That 2017, yeah. But when he
but
was,
also,
what,
like
what,
I
what
always
was that
said,
year?
he ran Kevin McHale out of town.
He did.
He ran Kevin McHale out of town because Kevin McHale was actually he put in a whole offense and was like, no, you're gonna run these sets, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. You can still score, but no, you're not gonna have the ball in your hand the whole time.
What's that Stephen A clip where he's like, the man is averaging 40? Nah, that's crazy though, bro.
No, people don't realize how crazy that was. We gonna look back and be like, "What the hell? He really averaged 39.3." I think it was.
I was hip when it was happening. It was
what was it like 2 months in a row? He scored 40 plus every game with a couple.
It was one summer where I was literally just in the dorm all day, just watching Harden highlights because it just didn't make any sense. It just don't make no sense.
I was hating too hard, so like now it's hitting me. Now it's hitting me. It's like, damn.
I was appreciating it.
He really averaged 40.
That was one of the ones because I was hating hard. I was hating hard when LeBron was on the Heatles, so I didn't really get to appreciate it for real. I got to appreciate that Cavs run.
And see, to answer Lacey's dad, what was more influential? Why Harden not have a ring to this day? Because of that little light skinned dude that was shooting all the threes. He should have been had one. If we don't lose to them, the Rockets winning the championship easily.
Paul, bro. Chris Paul don't get hurt.
Stop! We gotta say that.
No, I was hurt. I was hurt too. I was hurt too, bro. I was hurt too, bro.
We were gonna beat y'all.
Nobody was stopping, bro.
Yeah, that 2018 Brown was crazy, but
no, that 2018 Brown, yeah, he was stupid.
But I feel like we were shooting
absolutely.
3s too. I think we could have got y'all. It would have went 7 or 6.
2018 LeBron is probably
that's the greatest. No, it's not an argument.
That's the best player we've ever seen.
I don't care. That is the greatest player ever.
It was like
that game 1 of the NBA Finals until JR smoked it. That's the best game I've ever seen, and that's the best game ever played. I don't care. He literally carried.
Oh my God, they're on fire, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Spurs are winning. Yeah.
Bro, I don't. Well, hold on. Bryce, look at the field goal percentage. Team field goal percentage for the Spurs. It should be right there on that top.
Why Keanu Johnson just boomed on somebody like that?
53 points.
Like that don't even make sense, bro. Nobody's done that.
With 13 turnovers too, and they still win it. Sheesh.
It's the threes, bro. Shooting 40% from three. Oh my god. This should not. Yeah.
What's going on? Where's
It's
Shavonte at?
because it's a cup game on TNT, bro. It's rigged. Y'all gotta keep watching. Otherwise y'all gonna turn the channel, bro. That's what's going on. They got Stephon Castle here, man. He look like a vet.
Someday, I pray there's a way that we can somehow get a license to like actually just stream the game on stream and watch. Because it pisses me off because ESPN is ahead of the TV. So like I'm reporting when I'm watching on TV and I look over on the ESPN screen and it's like 20 seconds ahead.
That's why I ain't been looking because I don't want to ruin it.
I forgot. That's gonna be a solid piece, I think, for them in the future. Castle from UConn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's looking good right now. This game.
And I think Chris Paul is gonna be good for his growth.
Heck yeah. I 100% agree. That's why I mean Castle's great. He's gonna be he's probably gonna be there.
But you see that though? Did you just see the stat thing? Well, you might be behind me, but look where the stat they about to show him at the free throw line. Off the bench, he was averaging 6. As a starter, he's averaging 13. You pair scores with Wemby, they can be better.
Yeah,
but
no, I agree.
Else on the Spurs just not scoring. It just be Wemby. That's it.
It'd be Wemby. The issue is that it was Vassell. It was Vassell, but Vassell. But the thing about Vassell, bro, I think he's reached his ceiling, bro. I don't think it's gonna get any better for him. And I think he needs to become maybe more of a playmaker as well. He's a scorer. He's a Cam Johnson or Cam Thomas that maybe got a better head on his shoulders, but it ain't that much of a better head. Like it's just
He made Buddy fall.
He did. But
halftime
he dunked on Shea. Who did I miss that? Hold up,
Keldon Johnson. He dunked on Shea.
Oh, bro.
Where's that? I'll put it on the screen right now.
It was probably just in the vicinity, bro.
Nah, he dunked.
Send it, kid.
I did. I said it. First of all, he made somebody fall on his way, and then he dunked. Nah, he definitely dunked.
He did. Yo, no, get off the screen, Chris. Hold up. He did. Oh my god, he yammed on him.
Ooh, that nasty. Oh my god.
Hold up, y'all. I'm finna show y'all for the stream. Let me go to this. Oh, that's tough.
Bro, we don't care.
Hey!
They just gonna play this on loop. Was that Wiggins he made?
Yeah. Shea gotta get him back, man.
Ooh, touch the earth. Look at Shea staring him down too. He's like, "Oh, I can step over."
He said, "Yeah, I'm about to block this."
Chris, is Chris still on the screen? I can't see right now.
Mm-hmm, he's still here.
Oh yeah. Look at him. I'm about to block this for Chris, so he can talk about it on Twitter.
Bro, you know what nobody ever talks about, bro?
You better get up. You better get out, Shea.
You know what? No, well, first of all, he's leading all guards in blocks, so he's just doing his job. But
right there.
But
Jesus Christ.
You know what nobody ever talks about? Y'all know what nobody ever talks about, bro?
What's up?
When Yabu Sele dunked on LeBron in front of the whole world. In front of the whole world. Like literally the whole world was watching. Like 8 billion people saw LeBron get his head top, bro.
Hey, I got you. We about to shut him up. We about to go to commercial break right now. And when we return, Our guy Swan gonna be all man. We'll catch you on the flip side of this one. Just still chopping up about NBA.
Oh, James gets dunked on. Y'all was saying like it's a contract.
You're watching the I Need It Sports Podcast Show, your go-to spot for everything NFL. Going live on Sunday evenings and recording episodes every Tuesday night so you can catch the latest game breakdowns and hot takes leading into the upcoming NFL week. Missed the action? No worries. Check out segment clips on Wednesday through our YouTube and TikTok and catch the full episodes dropping every Thursday morning on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts at INISPod. Follow us and stay in the game all week long. I Need It.
And we're back. Oh.
That never happened.
They showing it again.
He actually was doing the right thing by taking a charge.
What he showing? What he showing?
They show it on TNT. Everybody, they're putting up the tweets right now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The glaze is crazy, bro. The glaze is crazy. Hey, but no, all jokes aside, though, the way that video got scrubbed from like the internet in a hole in like maybe like 12 hours is insane.
Oh, that one. Then when Jordan Crawford dunked on him, that video you never seen that video, Jordan Crawford?
I don't even know who that is.
Jordan Crawford, that's a Wizards legend.
Yeah, he was in the league for a little minute.
Wizards and Hawks legend, bro.
But he dunked on LeBron in the summer run, whatever.
You might have to make this our Avi for like a week.
Nah, the one everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my grandkids that was the best block of all time. Right there.
Bro, they showing this replay like 5 times, bro.
Bro, you're glazing. No, they're not.
Bro, yes, they are.
Looking at the television.
Bro, they just okay.
Stop before I headbutt you through the screen.
Don't get mad if your Glorious King get dunked on.
Ooh,
bro, your Glorious King don't even want to play.
My Glorious King whooped your Glorious King.
No,
I was
bro.
say,
PJ Washington did. PJ Washington. So I didn't know he was.
What y'all do to him?
Nothing. He said he likes playing against us because Shea was his high school teammate.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say.
They were college teammates too, I think.
Maybe it was college teammates. My fault.
College, not
high
high school.
It was one of their teammates. Yeah, I forgot Shea was in.
Kentucky,
yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, he said he just loves playing against them. Shea was his teammate.
Yeah, they came in the same draft, I think, or he came a year later.
But at the same time, I don't think for whatever reason we don't guard him, which we definitely should probably start doing that. But
he's just one of the role players that go off every blue moon, though.
But I also think had Alex Caruso been playing, it would have made a big difference with PJ.
So what's your like dream 5? Like this is the 5 we're going with down the stretch of a tough playoff game that's going to get us the win. Who you putting out there? Yeah, because y'all got a deep roster, but
yeah, no, the roster's deep. My dream 5 would obviously be Shea. It's obviously 4: Shea, J-Dub, Chet. I want Dort out there because I think he's a good he'd be our best defensive player in the starting lineup, but I don't think he has the best defense on the team. I think that's clearly Caruso, like by a mile. But so it'd be Shea, J-Dub, Chet, Dort. And I kind of like when Case and Wallace starts. I think he's a good facilitator. He's a knockdown from the corner. Obviously he gets up with the best of them. He plays great defense. Yeah, like looking at that Mavs series last playoffs, because I think our roster is built around probably stopping the Mavs, bro. I don't think it's built around stopping anybody else. You could put Caruso on Luka. You could put J-Dub on Kyrie. You can put Shea on PJ. Or not Caruso, I mean Kaysen. We put Kaysen on Luka, J-Dub on Kai, Shea on Kai. Like we'd probably run a soft zone against the Mavs just because like Kaysen probably play like high up in that zone. It'll probably be like a little 2-3 or like a 1-3-1, something like that. Like he'll play high. He won't let Luka like get to his spot because Luka's gonna pull it from anywhere. Passing lanes. Chet right there on the block in the dunker spot, playing defense, even on the other side of the court. So yeah, that's probably my starting five. I like Case in the starting five. Dagenau, though, he hasn't solidified the starting five even when Chet's on the floor. That fifth spot, he likes to rotate Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, and Case and Wallace. He hasn't put Caruso in it, and I don't know why, but it's whatever.
So how you think the
I
lineup gonna
like.
be
You
once
say what?
Hartenstein come back?
You say what?
I said, how you think the rotation gonna be once Hartenstein come back?
I think we'd probably double up with Hardenstein and Jay Will because I think Jay Will and Hardenstein can stretch the floor, but I think Jay Will is probably the better stretch because he shot him last year and nobody really respected him. I think he'll get a bit more respect and he'll pull that second person out of the paint. But I don't think Jay will be on the floor to get buckets. He mostly be on the floor to play defense and draw charges. That's what he does and get rebounds with Hardenstein. So I think him and Hardenstein probably share the same minutes.
What y'all feel about? It came out this week and said that Inside the NBA is getting picked up by ESPN.
I don't like it. I like it because we get to see the same personalities, but ESPN they're not going to be as lenient as TNT's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them because they could. I'm low key. I got like mixed feelings with it. So like, I'm happy that they continue, like saying the segment stuff. But me personally, I would like for them to like move it to like the podcast style. Like when I say like podcast, like not doing like how Paul George and everybody's doing their podcast. What I mean is they could be themselves. Like they could, like how Shannon Sharp and them doing it. They could be themselves by still doing that
like
segment.
Unfiltered with Charles and Shaq.
So
basically,
I was gonna say. So with that, I don't know if they ever thought about it. I know they do it with NCAA, but if HBO can somehow get an NBA contract, they could definitely be themselves on HBO.
I feel like an unfiltered inside the NBA would be way better. Like,
but they don't really talk crazy though. They don't really cuss.
Well, yeah, there's some things they can't say on TV. That's why. But if they could, they would.
But
they don't talk crazy. But if you ever watch Shaq, like Shaq sometimes like his interviews or Charles Barkley sometimes interviews, it's like that. They'll say like what they want to say. Like
yeah, you can still say.
Well, so look, no, Pat McAfee is Josh Allen, and in TNT is LeVar Jackson, bro. It's different. They're gonna get different treatment. But Pat McAfee brings a lot of money, bro. I enjoy watching Pat.
Oh, the Inside the NBA will bring a lot of ratings for ESPN because I feel like
no, for sure. But the Pat McAfee show, bro, he's streaming on TikTok. Yeah. How's that legal? For free, Disney like money, you're not even going through a cable provider. That's crazy.
Disney money is serious. But I was gonna say they showed I think it was last year's All-Star. Like they had showed a clip of just Charles and Shaq chopping it up, like with the cameras off, like during the commercial break, and they were cussing at each other and joking at each other. I need that like on a show for real. Like I want to see them go at it because they be saying, they be saying wild stuff. Like it's basically like a lunch table roast session. Like basically. Back in the day with them. I want to see that on TV. That'd be entertaining. It'd be entertaining too, like if they did kind of like what the Manning cast do too for some games, like just a watch along with them, but their unfiltered comments on the game and stuff.
Yeah, I know
like they could be doing a watch along right now for San Antonio, and we could have Charles Barkley talking about the fat women in San Antonio.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, hey man. Sorry, San Antonio women, if there's any out there listening.
Hey, you see they be at all the games. They be like, Charles Barkley's wrong. And they be...
It's going to be funny, though, because Chuck was like, yeah, those people at ESPN, they getting those tiny little checks over there and shit like that. I don't know if y'all seen that video.
I saw that.
Y'all seen that tweet that was like, if y'all add Stephen A. Smith to this, I'm gonna be like pissed or they said something.
Oh yeah, please. He's gonna pop in.
He's gonna make his way. Yeah.
That's gonna be the loudest sports cast ever with him and Charles. Just yelling. That's it.
They're gonna be going at it the whole time.
Oh, imagine they pull Shannon Sharp on too. Oh my god.
No, please.
No, please.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much melanin.
Yeah. I didn't know how to say it. That's how you
I don't know about that one.
No, that'd be cool if they was like on Twitch talking about something. Hey, chat. Y'all think Charles' head bigger than Cam's? And then everybody laugh.
Oh my, Cam, you gotta get right.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this Chris got lack of nutrients in his body, bro. He just hungry. He's just hungry, bro. That's all it is, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he's not feeding him right. That's why.
I see you put that hat on this time.
Chris, bro, when you get a dub,
Bro,
bro.
No, bro.
Now I'm finna cook your ass, bro.
I'm winning.
You're not winning shit, nigga.
I'm winning. It's, oh my
Sorry. Bleep that out, bro.
We're
bro,
live.
we're live.
Sorry, Chad. He pissing me off, bro.
Oh my god.
That's like
subscribe to the I Need It Patreon.
Nah, for real.
For the real.
Ever since the Mavs won, bro, Chris has just been on 10, bro.
It ain't been the Mavs, bro. It's been Luka. It's literally just that one bet that I placed where I was just like, dude, what are you doing? But he ain't been playing well. You notice? I don't know if you agree.
I've been said Kyrie's the best Mavs we got, bro. I've been said that though for longest.
Yeah, it was a lot of Mavs fans on my. It was a lot of Mavs fans on my page that agreed with that. It may not. It probably don't. It's you're not saying like he's the best scorer on the team. Obviously, Luka's probably the best scorer, but like in regards to winning basketball, Kyrie PG1, that may be.
Kyrie's the gel to the team. Luka's just the face of the franchise. But if we had to go to a person who can keep the team together, it's always been Kyrie. That's why when that time where people don't remember when Luka was out for a good amount of games, when he had I think a hamstring issue, Kyrie was keeping him in the games and everything. It was him and PJ, just them two. Before
somebody had posted some stats saying like, I mean, in his stats, it's legit, but it was saying like the net rating with Luka on the floor is better by a mile. It is better, but I don't know, bro. Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
Even my uncle, he was one of the first Mavs fans being saying for longest that he preferred Kyrie over Luka, and everybody called him crazy. And then he put up the stats like how you said this year, and he said y'all called me crazy, but look what Kyrie doing. He been a Kyrie fan for longest.
So are we going?
Shut up.
What?
Wait, what you gonna say, Kim? Because I may just want you to shut up. I don't know.
Nah, I was gonna say we just gonna ignore like his defense. Like we just gonna completely.
Oh, his defense is horrible.
Oh, his defense has been horrible, bro.
That shit's horrible. But the sad part about his defense, that's exactly how he plays on offense too.
He's just lazy.
It's just it's very lackadaisical.
It is lazy, like bro. Like if he, because that Jazz game was awful.
Like me personally, I feel like he's not 100%. That's why I remember I told you over the summer.
Oh, he should have sat down. I said that from the jump.
Bro, remember we both said that. We said I did not want him playing the Olympics. I kept saying it for long.
But if he didn't, his country was gonna kill him. They don't play about that.
They just had to kill me then, bro. Because
they
wouldn't even gonna win. Just him there.
He needs to lose some weight.
They wasn't gonna do anything.
Rookie Luka was.
Bro, it was just him. Goran Dragic retired. Zoran Dragic retired. It's just him.
He was a dog, bro. He was slim. He was quicker. He would play harder.
Year,
I feel like Luka realized like to be a star in the NBA, because Euroball, bro, it's about your team. That's why he got brought to the NBA, because he made great passes. He was a great team player. He was a great tall point guard. I think he realized to be a star in the NBA, you just got to be electric, and that's all he tries to. Like, he's gonna have fans forever. It doesn't matter if he wins or not. Like, just the way he plays, he's gonna have fans forever, and that's the sorry part. That's sad. But
Dallas finna be hometown of the exciting Whites. They getting Paige Beckers at that #1 pick.
I'm going some games, bro. I'm going some games.
Her and Enrique gonna be.
They give me a reason.
No, it is not.
Thank you, Cam.
No,
we
it
agree.
is not, bro.
Chris,
no,
let's talk about that, bro.
Why
Chris
do you think it's not?
doesn't think Paige is gonna be good with Enrique.
So
Enrique is too ball dominant.
Okay, so because y'all both agree, I'll say why. First of all, it's similar to my same argument with Caitlyn and who was the other one? Bryce, I don't know if you remember.
The same girls on the team?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. We was talking about Paige going to Indiana. We talked earlier, earlier in the WNBA season, and I was like, I don't like that because I think Paige should have her own team. I feel like she's the type of player that she brings the ball up, she's coordinating the offense, and Bryce is well. I'm not gonna speak for Bryce, but at least from what I've seen, and I've read some articles too that helps Bryce's argument. But from what I've seen, at the end of the day, look, if that team happens, it's literally gonna be another makeup of Dallas, bro. Luka's gonna be Enrique, Kyrie's gonna be Paige, and PJ is gonna be Satu, but obviously Satu is way better than PJ in regard to their contribution to their teams. I don't think Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie loves where he's at, but I don't think a player Kyrie's caliber, of Paige's caliber, deserves to be on a team where her voice isn't the loudest. That's basically my point. And I think in LA on the Sparks with Cam, with Rakia, with that young core and some decent veterans, they would have made way more noise, way more chemistry because they're younger. I just like it like that. Now, you could be right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just like my eye test is saying the Sparks would have been better. I'm not saying the Wings gonna be worse or horrible. I just feel like that would have been a better fit.
Dallas isn't old though, and that's what I was saying, Cam.
I never said Dallas was old. I never said Dallas was old.
I'm just saying LA is young, but Dallas.
No. I said Cameron and Rakia, those two young players with Paige. She can have camaraderie with those young players. They're literally a year ahead of her. That's what I mean. And I said LA has the vets. So I'm not saying Dallas is old. I'm just saying that I think she's a better fit over there. Like I would never put. And we disagreed on this earlier in the season. I would never put Paige on a team with Caitlin Clark because I just think they're both Chiefs. In my eyes, they're both Chiefs, and I feel like Dallas already has their chief. Whether she be a point guard or not, whether her job is to score or not, like I don't think she's gonna be a real chief on that team, and I think that's what her potential and what her play style should be. I think it's an insult to her game if she does not get that opportunity to be.
That's not her play style. She's a Swiss Army knife. She does.
You don't know. You don't know that. You don't. Who's the chief?
She's been.
Who is the go-to person and chief on UConn for the past 3? Well, I guess you could say
she has to.
She's been different the whole time. When she first got in, UConn was loaded. She wasn't. She just got her buckets.
So who was the person?
It was Aji Fudd was the lead scorer because she was the shooter. She got hurt.
That doesn't matter, bro.
It does. They've been through so many injuries throughout the years.
That does not matter, bro. That does not matter. That does not matter. It doesn't matter because you can be the leading scorer of your team. Nobody gives a shit about you. Just like Wemby, he's the leading scorer in his team. Nobody gives a shit about what he says.
Okay.
It's the same conversation.
This is the other part of your argument that's wrong. He's talking about because he's like Enrique's too ball dominant because he's going off this year. Because who else did Dallas have with Satu out?
That's fair. No, I agree. I agree with and I said I read an article that supports that argument. So I see that. Like I said, this is my first year really watching WNBA.
Enrique is a vet. She can get her own bucket when she needs to. But if you have Paige is a 40% three-point shooter herself. So she can bring the ball up or she can spot up. It truly don't matter. Because that's why she's a Swiss Army knife. She's also a big guard that can go guard one of the better players on the defensive end for them. You give them Paige opens up the whole court for them because now you can't solely focus on Enrique and it opens up the paint for Howard and Sabali. Paige is the missing key. They were fourth place. That's what I was telling you. They were fourth place 2 years ago. This year, Sabali was hurt.
Right. Yeah.
Paige is a missing piece for them. They back in the mix of things.
Okay.
They right there.
I can agree with that. I guess where we're never gonna agree with this is that at the end of the day, I don't think she deserves to be on a team where she's not the face of it. That's just really what it is.
But why
that's just really all it is.
Face?
Because I think that's already Enrique's franchise. Respectfully, it's not a knock at your argument. It's just the fact that that's her team and that's okay. If they could find another player that's name is not Paige Beckers, that has a skill set similar, not to the greatest potential that Paige already has, but similar enough to where like she can be a distraction and open up the floor for them still, that's great. But like it's to me, that's like who was a good team when Jordan got drafted? When he got drafted, like early 80s or something. Like that's like Jordan getting drafted to like the Lakers. Like he came out of college. We knew he was. Well, they knew he was gonna be a firecracker eventually. Like putting him on a team where he can't be the face of it. He became the face of the Bulls. That's what he deserved, and he turned out to be the face of the league for a lot of people still today, which is fine. But like to me, it's not fair for her game in my eyes.
You're saying it's not fair to her game, but I think you kind of knocking her game by saying it because she's such a good player. It don't matter.
No,
as long as it's not a team with Caitlyn or the Aces with Asia, whatever team she truly walks on in the WNBA, maybe New York too.
She's gonna make an impact. No,
well, not
she's
even
not gonna be the
face.
face.
The face of the, she's
bro. You cannot say she's gonna walk on to New York and be the face of New
Clark.
York.
I said probably not New York too. I'm saying,
I thought you said probably New York too. My fault.
No, I was saying that's probably the only other team besides the two other ones I named. But she was Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark. She just got injured for the last 2 years, and so people forgot about her a bit. She's got that type of star power and that type of talent. She will walk on to whatever team. She's gonna be the star player.
Yeah,
like she will be the face. She will be one of the faces of the league.
So Arike, I can see that.
Arike doesn't have to be like, it's not like Arike got to be number 2. Arike just now has actual help, and that helps Arike's game a lot. Clears her space so she can, because you can't stay in front of Arike if you can't focus all your attention on her. If you gonna double her, she kick it out the pace. That's knockdown.
I can see that face of the league thing just because the women's game has gotten a lot of attention, and obviously, Paige, to your point, what you just said, all that stuff, she's going to get followed anywhere that she goes. So I get that point, but that doesn't mean it's going to roll over into the locker room. And that's my argument, is that the fact that it's just not. We literally saw it happen with people not on Caitlin's team. Imagine how it's going to be on Caitlin, like when you on your own team with a dominant scorer.
But what you just said, though, 20 seconds ago, is why it will command respect when she does walk louder, because she has used her voice in the right way to speak up for those women. They all rock with Paige. Yeah, that's why she be all over America as a college student at all these games.
As much as I respect her for that, that's literally the bare minimum, bro. It's a great thing that she's doing, but it's the bare minimum. Yeah, she does it. That's awesome. Like, I'm not gonna give anybody credit for knowing how to be a genuine person.
I'm just saying, like, part of the reason the league didn't like Caitlin Clark is because she didn't use her voice or didn't speak up to just denounce some of the stuff her fan base was saying. Paige ain't never stood for none of that bullshit, and she's made that known at the ESPYs. Whenever she gets awards, she's quick to throw the credit to everybody else. The WNBA respects that, and given her game and her attitude with all that stuff, whichever locker room she walks in, she's not going to be a cancer to it. She's only going to help the team. And I'm telling you, like, Sabali is a great player, but she's not the player.
With everything you just said,
not the player. That's Paige.
With everything you just said, that's exactly why I don't believe she needs to be on a team that already has solidified stars on it. Like, she needs to be on a team where she is the head honcho. What she says goes. We're building around her only. We're not going to agree. So we can go back and forth forever, but it's just, we're not going to agree. I see your point. The point at the end of the day, hold on, but at the end of the day, the point is Paige on the wings is going to make a great impact for that whole team. And I agree with that. I just want to make sure that we understand that my argument isn't against that. My argument is that I just believe that she deserves to have her own team because of the type of person and player that she is. That's all it is.
Goes to the Sparks. How is that her own team? It's not Brink.
No, because I think she's the best player on that team immediately.
She's not the best player on Dallas immediately?
No, I don't think so. But not because like she's worse than somebody, but just because of the star power already there, bro. Like, it's not.
Wait, Bryce,
you gotta understand. You want
that to help her, like, coming into the league, like
you should understand more than anybody the point. Like, if you've been watching the WNBA, when Paige gets drafted to that team, if you're a real Wings fan, like when we went to that Wings game with Lacey, like, there are season ticket holders, diehard Wings fans there. They're not going to see Paige. They're going to see Paige like, oh my God, we got a great pick, but it's still going to be a Rike team for them. For all these new fans, great. It could be Paige's team. But the ones that really watch, they know that's Arike's team. That's Satu's team. They know that. I don't think that she's gonna get that respect quickly enough in Dallas. I don't think a player like her should have to wait for that type of respect. I think she can go to LA. She can go to even she can go to Washington. Go up with Aaliyah Edwards. Go back with your teammate. Like that's literally their team right there. At that point, I know all girls over there, but still.
This kind of remind me. This shit kind of remind me of Monte Ellis, and when Steph Curry came to Golden State, and Monte Ellis was like, that was his team. But when Steph showed up, it's like, okay, this guy's really good, but he's kind of hurt right now, and he just finally took. I feel like that's probably what's going to happen in this situation with Paige and Enrique. Right? So I hope you don't think like off rip like she has more star power, or like she's just gonna like just completely just take over the team like off rip.
I'm not saying she's gonna take over the team, but I'm saying in a sense where like Chris is saying like face of the league. Paige has that type.
When did I ever say face of the league? He putting words in my mouth, y'all. He putting words in my mouth.
The team, face the
okay,
league,
there we go. I just want to specify.
I
just want to make sure we.
Paige's brand and name recognition.
Absolutely.
No matter what team she goes to, is gonna hold most weight, if not on all There's barely any WNBA teams, so like I'm saying that we're talking about like 9 teams, but that's the case unless it's Indiana, LA, or New York, because they got Clark, Asia Wilson, Sabrina, Brianna Stewart. But any other team, it really don't matter, and I truly don't think that Enrique is gonna have a problem with her, because that's only gonna help Enrique's game out. Because they'll be
like I said, I don't disagree with that.
They might be the best front court in the league after that.
I just want y'all to remember, I do not disagree with Paige being a pivotal piece to that team and helping them succeed. That is not my argument.
They're gonna feed off each other for sure.
And I will say, Cam, to your Curry comparison, bro. I mean, he got drafted 7th overall, but I mean, he went to Davidson, and he really didn't get much of a name until that tournament. Like, he wasn't really like all that. It was just exciting. Paige been front cover for years. Like, this is possibly the next coming. Like, I know I call Juju the next Michael Jordan, but this will be the next trial of a Michael Jordan. Or I don't know if y'all have another comparison that's more of a point guard still that got drafted to the NBA and kind of changed the game for them. But that's what she is. She's not just like a regular person.
You know what she is? She's Paolo. She can do everything, and she's actually a better shooter than Paolo too.
Paolo Banchero?
Yeah, that she literally does, because she's what, like 6'3"?
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
She's a big guard. She can guard on defense, and she can knock down a shot, but she can also create. And like, I don't think y'all are realizing too. This is Enrique. This is what, her 4th or 5th year in the league. I think this was probably
this like hers.
No, it's like her 4th. I think you're right.
She came out in 2019. So
Enrique?
She was in the 2019. You know they played till their senior year.
Cause she's been the scoring leader like 4 times in a row, right?
She came from Notre Dame with
I know she's like 20. She's like 27, right?
Yeah, she came. She came a little bit before Jackson
and they
Young.
got a championship window. They got hurt this season because Sabali, but Sabali healthy, Enrique healthy, Paige insert Paige. It's our disagreement. I guess our disagreement is you believe
that Paige will. I don't know. My point is I want her to be the head honcho. Do you see her being the head honcho in Dallas her first year coming out?
Not necessarily, but I don't.
See, and that's what I don't want. And that's where we disagree. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Why does she? Why do you want that?
Because I know the
WNBA is hard enough. Why not be with vets that are good?
No, I don't want. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want her to have the same impact to her organization, the same like focus to her organization that Caitlin had in Indiana. Caitlin went to Indiana, and I understand Kelsey was already there. I understand Aaliyah Boston was already there. But that team was bad enough, and Caitlin was good enough to where she could catapult herself to be the head honcho. Maybe it was like 4 or 5 games in, she probably finally got her feet wet for real and started producing decently. I want Paige to have that, and I don't think she'll get that solely. It's selfish of me to say it. I'll admit it's selfish of me to say it, but I that's what I want for her to have, and I think she could have that
You think she's going in a better situation than Caitlin went into?
Yeah, hell yeah. If she go to Dallas, oh yeah, because Dallas not a bad team. They just had, like Bryce said, Sabali was just hurt. Like Bryce said, the year before they finished 4th. Like this year was supposed to be their year, and Sabali got hurt. Well, not their year for sure, but they were supposed to do more than what they did. Obviously, coach probably wouldn't have gotten fired this year if Sabali wasn't hurt. So that I guess is just a selfish thing for me. I want Paige to be able to just be like, oh my, this is Paige. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm not even watching no more. If you haven't noticed, I've been looking at the
right now.
Bro, they're not missing, bro.
I think Paige can come in because she came into UConn. We all know what UConn was when she got there. They haven't been the powerhouse they once were lately. They were a powerhouse. Paige literally came in. UConn loaded with talent as a freshman college player of the year, averaged 25-4 on 46% from 3. She's averaged above 40% from 3 all but the 1 year she came back from injury and then got injured again. That's an instant boost to any team.
Yeah.
And I
don't disagree with that. You can keep repeating it. But nobody disagrees with you with
Arike is a dog in her own right, but Arike is just a bucket getter.
Cool.
Paige is everything. So Paige, yes, she will, I think, in a sense, have no problem being the catalyst for that team.
The catalyst is different than the head honcho.
That is the head honcho because she's what
because Andre Iguodala was the catalyst for that sorry ass Warriors team, but he wasn't no head honcho. Look, the catalyst is not the same thing as a head honcho. The catalyst is the person that comes in and they're like, hey, Lou Williams, catalyst for the Clippers. Our catalyst on this team, I'd probably say is it's Caruso now, because when he come off the bench, like we get hella steals. You can say it's Case and Wallace. Like the best player, the star player, the captain is not always the catalyst. It's just somebody that can come in and make a difference immediately. Like y'all's catalyst on the Rockets, it gotta be Tari Eason, or what's that other dude name? That just got drafted last year.
Amen.
That y'all like, huh?
Amen.
No.
You talking about Reed Shepherd?
Reed?
No,
not Reed. Who?
Oh man, what's his name, bro? We used to say he was better than Jabari.
Tari?
Oh my god, y'all finna make me Google this, bro.
Man Thompson.
Maybe he not our catalyst this year, but I feel like last year he was y'all's catalyst.
You talking about Cam Reddish?
No.
Cam Whitmore?
Yes, thank you, Cam. Stop. Bro, when he came in, he was getting buckets and he was getting dunks too. I don't know. Maybe it was just a few games that I watched, but I'm just saying, like, players like that, those are your catalysts. Like we're down in the game, or maybe the game's close, or we're blowing them out. We want to put the bench in. Like those type of players are your catalysts. I wouldn't say that Paige would. I wouldn't equate catalyst with head honcho. I think they're two different. Are you
also saying she won't be the face because you don't think Arike is going to be welcome to that or something? Is that part?
No, I don't think she's not going to be welcome to it. I just think Dallas fans, if you were a true Dallas Wings fan, Arike is your star. Like that's just is what it is. Nothing wrong about saying that or believing that. I mean, it's almost disrespectful to the league to assume that if Paige gets drafted, she's just going to catapult her way to being the face of that franchise. I don't think that's fair at all for that franchise. Because Satu, you could arguably say, but that's where we disagree as well. Because when you say I'm not saying she go immediately, I don't care. I don't want no wait time. She don't deserve no wait time. She needs to go to a team.
12 teams.
Yeah, and there's 9 teams. No, but there's 9 teams, like you said, that she can come on and make a difference. And out of those 9 teams, there's probably like 5 of them where she could be the best player on the court at all times. It's not crazy to believe that. She could go to, maybe I'm disrespecting Ryan Howard when I say this, but Ryan Howard, she's been taking a pretty long time to get. I feel like this year's supposed to be her year where she's supposed to be dominating. If Paige come on that team in Atlanta and she make noise immediately, that's probably her team immediately. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want her to be on a team like that where it's not going to take 2-3 years. It's not going to take a Monte Ellis, Stephen Curry situation. I think the player that she is, she can make an impact just as quick as Caitlin Clark did, but she needs a team by herself to have that stardom to do it. I think if she were to join the Mavericks, or not the Mavericks, the Wings, they would be a great team. They would probably make a deep playoff run, but it would be a team effort. And Paige will be a part of it. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be like the big three. Paige, Statu, Enrique. She's going to be a part of that, but it's going to be the big three. It's not going to be Paige Beckers. And that's why I say I'm selfish for wanting it that way. That's where I'm saying we disagree. I'm not disagreeing that it's not going to work and that her skill set isn't going to help catapult and stuff like that. I just want her to be a star immediately with her own team that she carries forever.
The only way she'll have her own team for real is if she goes to the Valkyries, which is the new team.
Which I disagree with that, because you cannot tell me that somebody owns the Sparks. You cannot tell me that somebody, like, unfortunately, old girl in Washington, she don't own that team. The big. And honestly, with Paige in Washington, that may be a great setup. What's that girl name, bro? Start with an A. I forgot her name. She a big though. Huh? No, it's Shakira Austin.
Oh, I thought you talking about
her Paige, Aaliyah, and if they can find somebody else, and because I know they got cap space because they ain't paying nobody. That could be a great team, and Paige could lead that whole charge. Like, there's teams where she could make a difference and be the face of that league. It's not just the Valkyrie.
I think I'm tripping. If I'm not mistaken, they're still paying what's name there too. Yeah, they're still paying Elena
Dawn. I was wondering that.
They're still paying her. She hadn't played in forever.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's
still come back. And before it happens too, because I don't want to talk about it next year. I want the same thing for Juju. Whoever suck ass next summer,
Juju not coming out next year.
Okay, well, whatever year it is, so we ain't got to touch on it. Same sentiments for Juju. Whatever team
Juju
was ass at that time,
she might stay
needs to go to that team and be the only good player on that team. And then take them to the playoffs.
Because I think by the year Juju would graduate, which is
he may be on the Valkyrie, bro.
Not even that. I think at that point the WNBA TV contract might be up, so they'll re-up their deal. And I would assume by that time they might, touch $750,000 in the contract. Maybe.
You got Paige, Caitlin,
the max contract. So
hopefully they get $1 million contract. That'd be cool.
That's the goal, but I'm trying to go a little bit shorter so we don't have such high hopes in case it don't happen.
They gotta get positive in the
yeah, that's what they gotta get positive because right now Juju making more money at USC than what she can in WNBA.
So are they negative because the cost of using the stadiums and traveling?
They're gonna be negative for a while, for like probably a couple more years.
Because the ticket sales and the merch is up, but is it kind of like we just can't afford?
They've been negative for so long. It's gonna take a minute to. But they headed in the right direction.
It's like they still playing catch up basically. Though. And then you gotta realize, Chris, over the years, bro, their marketing been so bad.
Niggas say my name like I'm a dumb.
Over the years, like their marketing has been
no, for sure.
And then the COVID year, I think hurt them a lot. Like a lot too.
I was gonna say
their high school gym and look like.
For real. When they was showing them clips of the Liberty playing in that one stadium, that bro is not a joke though. He's so for real.
High school gym crazy.
I think that Athletes Unlimited League about to start up too. I think they offered a bag to Caitlin for her to join it. But yeah, hopefully, I think 2026 or 2027. That's when it's up. Hopefully, we see $1 million contracts for the WNBA. And then I think by that point they might have a couple new teams because they've been talking about expanding a lot. So there's too many players that can't make a WNBA team since there's only.
They already got that Golden State.
They got Vegas.
That's the Valkyries. Yeah,
was Vegas one?
Vegas wasn't one. They were in San Antonio and they moved.
They were San Antonio just moved.
I heard St. Louis. Because Jason Tatum. He's ready to invest in the St. Louis team.
No, they talking about
Patrick Mahomes trying to get one in Kansas City.
No, they talking about they trying to expand with the Kansas City and that Connecticut Sun. They might move them to Boston.
Yeah, I heard Boston too.
Who gonna move to Boston?
Connecticut Sun.
Oh, that makes sense.
They might move to Boston because
where are they at right now?
Connecticut, Bedford.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I'm tripping. Don't judge me, bro. I'm an engineer.
They talking about.
I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Boston, Connecticut, it's the same.
Yeah, because DJ Carrington, she wants to move to Boston too. She's talking about it.
Oh, I'm
She
glad.
said she
I'm
said
glad
already
she
goes to the
said something.
Celtics.
She's definitely
Hey,
gonna
down
make the
16
move,
at the end of the third, Chris. What's going on?
bro. They're not missing. Look at the field goal percentage. 51, 45% from the three.
Where's
When has
your
the
elite?
Spurs ever shot 45%?
Where's your elite defense?
Look at I don't, bro. Look at the turnover. Like we're up on turnovers. I don't. They're just not missing. It's not really much you could do about
Dang, Shea got 27 and it means
it. Yeah,
nothing.
that's what I'm saying. It just
What'd you say, Kim?
Huh?
Pointless stats on a losing team. It don't matter. I'll play.
It
oh
don't
my
matter.
god. Now, if anything, this do matter because it's saying what the rest of the team not doing.
Yeah.
But then, what's the rebound count? Can you look at the rebound total?
32.
Because they didn't. The Spurs and brought in like 3 different bigs. I didn't even know they had these dudes on the team.
But you got
We
that
playing.
dude,
We playing
Julian
Adam
Champagne
Flagler from
shooting
our
lights out.
G
No,
League.
Keldon Johnson shooting lights out right now.
Shoot, and he dunked on Shea.
He having a career low year shooting from 3.
Who Keldon?
Yeah, this year, yeah.
I see he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, lost
He
a
was
lot
a
of weight,
little.
changed
He
his
was a little
number.
round last year. Now he kind of slimmer in the neck area. Pause.
Changed his number to 0.
Bless you. Bless you.
Oh man. But also, so tonight, obviously, Cavs had their first loss. I forgot who asked in one of our group chats, but someone had brought up, do you think it's realistic for them to reach 73-9?
No.
No,
You think they could get at least 70? Because
no.
granted, no, I'm saying like it. I'm not saying like they can do it, but it's kind of a real possibility because they're in the East, and the East is so shitty.
But
We're
the
Sam
reason why I say
Darnold,
no
them.
because
Don't Sam Darnold. You didn't learn from me.
the reason why I say no,
I'm
bro,
not saying
because
they're gonna
it's
suck, but they're gonna come back
even
down to earth.
even though the East is like fairly easy this year, you still got them couple teams that you ain't supposed to lose to. You lose to
Yeah.
like Washington and Detroit, for example.
But they
So
off to
that's why
such a great start. I think they get like around 63 plus.
I think they can get
they can get maybe
close to
60,
60.
but
I think they get close to
70,
60.
I say they can
It's
get
just
60 plus.
I guess I'm kind of respecting that 73
Yeah, I
and
don't think
a
they'll
little
get
more.
73,
I
but
think this
I think they fall between 63 and 67 somewhere.
because so if they fall between 63 and 67 and you still got the Celtics, where do the Celtics go now? Because you basically saying the almost half, if not more than half of the East will have to go under 500.
That's what they're doing right now. They're all ass.
But no, we're only 11 games in. We're only
The East is god awful. That's what I'm saying.
I get that. It is a bit.
And
of
I've seen a Donovan Mitchell led team be really good in the regular season before. So that's what
I'll
I'm saying.
wait. I'll wait till the All-Star break.
They could win 67 teams. I still wouldn't pick them to make it out the East. I'm just saying they can do it though.
I think they can get close to 60. They could probably get 60. I think they'll get close to it for sure.
I think they get 70.
Hell no.
No.
Do y'all know how hard it is? Bro, Golden State started 24-0.
They start off 15.
Cleveland
really should be 16-0.
Cleveland would have been the third team ever to start 16-0. Like that.
They probably should have been 16-0 if you know some of those guys.
And that Warriors team started off 24-0.
It's mainly because Darius Garland didn't want to shoot tour days tonight, bro.
Well, no,
I know
they was missing a whole bunch of pieces.
I know they had injuries, but Darius Garland played like trash.
But I will look though. Look, they 15-1. Up next, Pelicans, Raptors, Hawks again. That's the end of the month. They open December. They got the Celtics again, but it's at home. They'll probably get that one. Wizards, Nuggets, that could be a loss possibly. Hornets, Heat, Bucks, 76ers are ass. Jazz. Like they can rack up wins.
It's possible they can, but I just want us. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with them being able to get 70. It's obviously possible still at this point, but I just will say that teams go on runs, and it's likely that they will eventually even out, which is okay. That doesn't mean that they're not good. That doesn't mean they're not gonna get 60. But it's just like this is a great start. We're judging them to how they're playing now. We don't know what they're going to look like come January if they slow up. Like those things happen. So that's why I'm just not getting ahead of myself. Because I got ahead of myself in the Vikings, bro. Got ahead of myself in the Vikings. Said they was the best team in the league, and now look at them. So I'm not doing it for basketball.
You know why this is different, bro? You know why this is different? It is.
It's not different.
Because Skims Mitchell.
All right. This is the gayest shit he's ever said.
I can't believe he got bro. I can't believe he has Coco. Oh,
is that what we're doing right now?
Yes, yes, seriously, bro. I can't believe he has Coco.
Now I will say, a lot of people are talking about the Cavs, but the fact that Boston only won by 2 points, nobody talking about that.
And it was up by 30.
These are defending champs. And this team was missing 5 key players, and you only won by 2.
Bro, the Cavs are bro. The Cavs are good.
At the end of the day, I mean,
it
is. This is my question here. They pretty much got the same roster from last year. Is it also you go to the fact that you still like a Kenny Atkinson effect?
No,
like they actually got like a better coach.
No, because I don't think JB was a bad coach. I just think he maybe wasn't the coach that was going to get them over the hump. The Cavs defense right now, they're not playing like this without
like
JB.
A Mark Jackson to Steve Kerr, basically. No. I'm not saying like win like Steve Kerr. I'm saying like Mark Jackson couldn't get him up the hump. When they got Steve Kerr, they started winning more. Not like in the regular season, basically. That's what I'm saying.
I guess because my thing with Bickerstaff, you could say he built the team. He built the team.
Mark Jackson built the team, and Steve Kerr.
Yeah, but the culture too. I think JB brought a hard-minded Cleveland. I don't want to say like a heat culture because that's corny, but like they play hard, bro. They play hard-nosed ball, and Kenny came in and he took the ball running, and that's great.
Like I said, they could get 70. I'm still not going to be a believer in them in playoffs because I need to see Jarrett Allen play good playoff basketball. Right now, he's a prominent force on that team. The last 2 years in the playoff, well, last year he didn't even show up because he wanted to be a punk and be injured.
Chill, bro.
Year before that, the lights were too bright.
Chill, bro.
Hey,
that's your UT dude. Yeah.
How about Evan Mobley though?
Yeah, he has
been good.
Yeah. So
but I need to see that in the playoffs too.
He did it in the playoffs last year. It wasn't his fault last year.
Do it again.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But nah, bro, that was my MIP pick. He probably won't get it because I think he's been like kind of a I wouldn't say a star, but like he's been relevant. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, Dicey Daniels.
Dicey
Daniels probably getting that, bro.
He's doing some stupid stuff right now.
It
doesn't even make no sense, bro. That doesn't even make sense, bro.
That's Daniels probably got that.
That doesn't make sense.
But I'll say right here, right now, I think the Cavs get at least 65 wins this year.
God damn. I'm gonna go 61. I'm gonna go 61, but I'm not hard on pause. I'm not like sold on it. I need a few more weeks. I want to see how they bounce back from the Celtics loss.
But that's
even though they were missing people.
That's also I'm saying 65 and they stay relatively healthy. I don't like, of course, injuries can happen. So depending on the injury, that can easily get thrown off. But if they are like they are right now, they can get 65 easily in this year's East.
I'll say one thing Kenny did do, Cam, though, is that I think he allowed Evan Mobley to be a positionless player. I don't think Bickerstaff did that.
Yeah, because he's been racking up them assists like crazy.
Yeah, he's bro. He'll be the picker on a pick and roll, get the pass, and then become the playmaker.
I think more so because JB was trying to create like the Twin Towers and stuff with Jared and him. Yeah. And with him, he let Mobley like just play off balls sometimes, or even just be like the point.
He was trying to make Mobley bang down low. And similar to Wemby, bro, he just don't really got the build for that.
It's not really his game.
That's not even how he played at USC. I mean, he was the tallest guy, but he run up and down the court.
Yeah.
But no,
what was that?
Dang, it just keep getting worse and worse, Chris.
Bro, I'm my face, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
No, bro, this is it. This is the whole season right here.
Oh, please. We literally missing 3 centers. That was crazy. Bro, when Chet got hurt and our 2 injured centers had to go pick him up to walk him off the court. Oh, my heart sank, bro.
And one, J-Dub.
So sad, bro.
But just think of it this way: they 15-1 now, so that's 16 games played. They got 66 more games. If they win 65, that means they lost 17. So over the next 66 games, they would need to go 51 and 11.
Yeah, and I think they lose probably about 20 of those games. Just law of averages. Just like the way life is.
You think they lose 20 games?
Yeah. I think they probably win about they probably lose 15 from here to like February, and then towards as the end of the season is going, and maybe they lock up the first or second seed, but not if they get the first seed and if it's by as much as you say it is, then they probably rest their guys, and we see what happened tonight happen a couple more times.
Well, I mean, I think the Celtics are going to be pushing them till the very end. Like, I think both of them are just going to be up there in the record for 1-2. Now, the Celtics might not necessarily care as much, given their experience and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think both of them have the possibility to finish with 60 wins each. Because, like I said, they can handle their own in the West, and then the East is just a really weak conference right now. Maybe Milwaukee turns around. Philly looks like they're in shambles right now, and I don't think they're ever gonna turn it around this year. Miami, they're not Miami. You got Charlotte. They still be goofing around.
How many wins did the Celtics get last year? Was it 60 on the dot? Or was it like 63 or some shit?
That's a good question. Let me see.
I can't remember. I know it was 60. I tell you what, if we get down 10 with 5 minutes left, it's gonna be just like that game the other night.
J-Dub trying his best right now.
With who we played the other night? Oh, the Mavs.
Mavs already won.
When we got down,
the Celtics finished 64-18 last year.
64. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I don't think both of them get that. So I don't know if I would choose them over the Celtics yet, and maybe I'm just respecting the Celtics too much. And obviously Cleveland didn't look. When I put Cleveland at 4, y'all wasn't really feeling me for real because I know we didn't been.
I didn't see this coming, but
yeah. And they look. I'm not trying to fall into the trap again. So I had them at 4. I didn't think they was gonna do this shit. I'm glad they lost tonight.
I'm gonna hold off on making any like championship,
it's way too early.
But I can see them winning a lot in the regular season. I just need to see it in the playoffs because for 3 years I seen Donovan Mitchell lead the Utah Jazz #1 in the West, and then get cooked in the first round and lose just like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, if somehow, some way they end up in a matchup with Orlando in the first round and there's a healthy Paolo, I think Orlando is
because
a good Orlando's
definitely one of them ones too.
Yeah. So we'll see. But look, what's the score? 84-98. We're gonna give the Thunder like 2 more minutes to see if they can get any closer for real. If not, we can call this one.
Facts.
Just get it within 10, bro. Get it within 10. But I wonder what.
Surprised y'all ain't brought SGA back in so he can get his stats up. You know,
J-Dub doing stuff.
We're probably saving him for the last 5 minutes if we do come back. I want to see what the OKC Twitter's saying right now. Let's see. So we got a life without Chet and Hartenstein. Hanging yourself. Let's see. Also, this center that they using, Charles Bassey, his last 5 games, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 2 points, 0 rebounds, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0.6 rebounds. Tonight, 12.6 rebounds and a steal. I don't know. I mean, I do know. Obviously, we don't have any centers, but that's just it's giving PJ, bro. PJ was like 0, 8, 2, 27 and 14. Let me just give it. I was like, what?
I ain't never seen PJ act like that, bro. Bro had like how many rebounds he had? 17 rebounds?
Yeah, he had 17 rebounds. No, I thought he had. Was it
Nah, he
17?
had like 17 rebounds.
Oh, I thought he had
17.
14. How many points he had? Was it 24 and 17 or 27 and 14?
I think he had 24.17 rebounds.
Oh, okay.
Let
Yeah,
me
he
see.
went. Russ got a triple double tonight.
Who, Westbrook?
Yeah.
He been hooping a little bit lately.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
has he been starting? Has he been starting?
he been starting only because Jokic out. Usually he come off the bench.
Yeah, he in like full Russ mode right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he had
he
27.
didn't even start tonight.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
he,
had
He had
27.
32 minutes though.
Yeah, PJ had 27 points and 17 rebounds, two assists and 2 blocks.
Oh, okay.
He was 10 for 10 from the free throw line. That's crazy.
Yeah, like hey, that whistle, bro. Whatever, bro. That whistle was crazy.
San Antonio turning the ball over. Here comes Stat Patter Shea to the rack. Left. Cuts the lead to 12.
I'm looking at this Lakers game right now on my laptop. They
Oh
about
boy,
50.
I'm 4 points behind ESPN, bro. That's crazy.
Jeez.
Jazz, Lakers up.
Yeah,
That
Lakers
boy,
up by 11 right
that boy
now.
Kyle Filipowski ain't never gonna be anybody.
Dang, AD already got double already.
What? In the second
12 points,
quarter?
12
Oh
points, 11 rebounds.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, he already got double.
Because what'd you say, Kim? 2024. You know what it is.
Nah,
Hey,
Repeat of 2020.
AD was
hey,
on
2020.
D'Angelo Russell getting benched for Dalton Connect is
and
probably
Connect
the
Connect
four.
best,
got 12.
bro,
Connect got 12 points
bro,
already.
bro.
So,
Dalton Connect, y'all got y'all another one?
all
What's it
right.
called, Bryce? What's they duo called? The school shooter?
Oh my
Oh
God.
Yeah,
my
Connect
god.
already got 12 points already.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's what, and you know why? Because JJ, a young coach who don't care, he gonna make whatever changes he think can win basketball games instead of
Facts.
standing there with his hands in his pockets.
And
They
not worried
said
about
They
it.
said D'Lo liked that hard coaching, but I wonder if it's kind of hurting his ego a little bit.
Bro,
I mean, he
when you
been
see when
hooping
you no
better
no
off
no
the
no
bench too.
Chris, when you see
That's
D-Lo
good.
getting posted on Twitter or Instagram something about his family, that's how you know he's getting cooked, bro. That's how you know it's starting to come to the end.
God damn.
They
Bro,
posting him and his family.
you know what's also up with this team, bro? This is our first game after a 6-game homestand. Lou Dort cannot shoot from the three away on the road. He can't. He's so bad
Hey,
on the
Castle
road.
was hooping too. My goodness.
At home, Bryce, Lou Dort gonna give you 4-5-3. But on the
You said
road,
that he ain't give me 4-5 threes, man. I'm
he
not
gave
gonna.
you two. He gave you two. That's what you needed.
It is, but I bought it down to that. I
Yeah,
needed
yeah.
four
But
five.
nonetheless, I would never bet his threes on the road like ever in my life.
So you
Like gun
saying
to my
Fade is under all away games?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. When he on that OKC court, I don't know. I guess he just used to shooting on that rim. But
Yeah, he
God
won
damn.
for 7 tonight.
Yeah, he's trash on the road, bro. It's horrible.
12, 11, and 3 in 15 minutes. Yeah, AD trying to get that MVP this year.
Too bad Jokic gonna get it.
Sadly, bro.
Because he playing
And
stupid
thing
out of
is,
his mind.
well,
I don't know if Jokic could
if he
keep it
keep
up
missing
though.
all these games, I don't know. 'Cause you know they got the game stuff
That
What
and
the
rule,
hell is
yeah.
that, bro? Chris, I know you behind, but
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
just watch when Dort gets this still, bro.
bro.
You should have seen the shot he put up. I don't know if you watched that game against the Mavs, but the shot he put on that last second, bro, just completely short circuited. Just the worst. It was just
He don't have no control of his body, bro. Trying to get to the hole. Pause.
nah, it's crazy. That's very built. Okay.
So watch out, bro.
What was that?
Exactly.
What was that?
Bro got a traveling
What
violation.
was that? That boy got chili in his head.
What that tweet say? I bet if I put my ear, put my head next to your ear, I would hear your head
Yeah,
sizzling
Oh,
like.
here
sizzle.
sizzling like
Fajita
fried
sizzle.
chicken.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a funny tweet, bro.
If y'all could just crack it single digits, the pressure's
I'm
on.
already
But
knowing. I'm already knowing.
it's supposed to
But
be SGA time. Where he at? Don't tell me he a front runner and a stat pattern.
Bro, he may just be the front runner, bro. No, I think SGA. I don't think he like coming back. I think he like solidifying the comeback. Like somebody bring them back down 8 and they bring the game within 3. Okay, give me the ball. I'm gonna shoot the 3. But it's never like give me the ball. I'm gonna get all 11.
What a block!
Yeah, that was a good block. Hey, that was Bassey too.
Yeah, Bassey too. Yeah.
I swear, hey, Hardenstein should be back next week. We'll see what difference he makes. I don't know when Jay will come back. I know. Isaiah Joe's also hurt as well, so we missing Isaiah Joe. No 3-pointers getting.
And
Yeah,
Caruso.
we don't got no 3-pointers.
They locking up,
bro. He was wide open. Dang, Caruso, what the hell?
Are the Spurs the Thunder's kryptonite? No, I'm playing.
Stop it. It's definitely them Warriors, bro. For sure. The Warriors and PJ Tucker.
That's the team you don't want to see in the playoffs?
Nah. I don't think we'll win a home game in the playoffs against the Warriors.
What?
Bro, think of the Warriors, bro. They got one of the best benches in the league, bro.
It's not even that. Like, Steph Curry, for whatever reason, in Oklahoma, he's a different dude.
They'll get most of them wins already so far without Curry, though.
I'm not saying because of the team. I'm literally just saying because Steph Curry in Oklahoma.
When he out in the court, in Oklahoma, it's like the whole OKC team is lower class looking for housing in his neighborhood.
It go all the way back to like 2016, bro.
All right, you can stop talking now. You can literally stop talking now. We know why.
He
ever since that half court shot, huh?
Bro,
for no reason. He didn't even have to shoot that. He could have literally
game 6. Yeah, he didn't have to.
Shoot, it wasn't even game 6. He did it during the regular season.
No, I'm saying he won the game 6 as well. And they came back down. I think 3-1.
I don't even hate Curry no more.
Okay, now the lead down to 10. Well,
down 10
on my screen it is.
With how many minutes left though?
But it's really 11.
3 minutes.
Okay, we're not coming back. We're not coming back. Get it down 10 within 5 minutes. Okay, possible, but
it's a blocking foul.
Yeah, I know, Bryce. We're gonna wrap this up, man. Go ahead and play the exit, the outro.
Oh yeah, it's a blocking foul. His feet went.
Thanks for watching.
Oh man, hey, it's tough. It's tough. Before we do go, I gotta show one more thing. All right, y'all can see the screen.
All right, nigga.
Sheesh.
Oh man, that's tough.
All right, Lakers and Jazz.
Now you got off the screen. Oh damn! Come back, Chris. Come back.
F you.
We gotta sign off. It's off the screen, bro. I promise. Oh damn! But we appreciate y'all. Y'all listen all the way through. Tough night for Chris. His glorious king Shavonte couldn't stat past tonight, and they're losing against the San Antonio Spurs. You're muted. You muted yourself when you
should have heard me during that Mavs game. Ask Sandra. I was in here. Yeah, I was screaming. But this game, I'm not really screaming.
I'm dead.
And my glorious king won tonight. He fought 26.
Against who?
Bro,
the Pelicans
are
with no Zion and no CJ.
Bro,
you're just playing Brandon Ingram. You're just playing Brandon Ingram.
You really want to go there? Wemby's not playing tonight.
I do not care. We don't have 3 centers, dude. Like we have the best defense in the league with no centers. Like there's not an argument here to be made. This man Luka couldn't beat Utah, but then he goes and beat New Orleans Pelicans team that I got being the 12th seed in our conference. And that means something. That's crazy.
We'll be back in another 3 weeks to talk more NBA. We'll see where the headlines lay there. But we appreciate y'all listening all the way through. Bryce, Dog Kim, Chris, Swan, signing off. I Need a Sports Podcast, your favorite kids from the neighborhood. And we out.
Kim got a fat ass head.
I need it.